before we get started, I'm gonna bring up a new map, and I want everyone's opinion on if this one is more or less legible than the one we usually use. So,
Oh dear God. Question marks everywhere.
Ooh. Whoa.
Wow. Alright.
I think it's more legible.
It's about the same, but I like this design more.
Yeah.
I like the
design.
design of this one too. The problem is it's not geographically accurate in all places.
And the lack of hexes.
Well, I can add hexes to it if I want to,
Oh, okay.
but so what you'll notice here is there's the Lord's Alliance heraldry that I have put on each of the places that are actually on this map. There are places further south, like Daggerford and Baldur's Gate, that are part of the Lord's Alliance that are not on this map. But the ones who are, I have put Lord's Alliance marker on. So this may come up later. We'll see if I use it. I just wanted everyone's opinion on if it was a good map or not.
I
I like it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Everybody ready?
Yar.
No, my portrait ain't loading.
I'm just
Oh.
chewing.
Why is your portrait not loading?
I can see it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
All right. One second.
How about now?
God damn it.
It's just gone.
Now it's gone. What'd you do, Kazan?
I left the moment that you're like, how about now? And it's like, close.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. Unless it is, in which case, how dare you?
Unless it is.
We're gonna see if I freeze before the night's over. All right. I have had to. I didn't know they made these, but apparently they make these little magnetic strips that you can put over a vent, like an air conditioner vent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
And
knew those.
so I have put one over the vent in my bedroom because, frankly, my room is the hottest one in the house, and my mom is burning me out of the house. So if I freeze, it's my fault.
At least you have some control over it that way.
Yeah.
Control your destiny.
It's crazy. My room stays like noticeably warmer than the rest of the house. It always has. So, Drax, as soon as you're ready, everybody should have inspiration. Like I said last time, I'm trying to give that away like candy. So
I'm ready.
we'll see how that works if I
Yummy,
remember
yummy
it.
candy.
I do want to. The last thing I want to discuss before we start scheduling. I know you said 2 or 3 weeks from now. We can't. There's stuff going on, so we'll have to wait till.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what you said the schedule thing was.
Next week, Drax is traveling. The week after is a group
Right.
birthday party, and then the week after that's Twilight Imperium in person. So it would be a month from now, sadly, for both of
Okay.
us.
First of all, stop spreading COVID.
Yeah,
Second of all, no one has that many friends.
Stuff to do.
All right.
We do though, and this will be the first and second time we've all hung out in a month or two, where we used to hang out every week. So this is us showing restraint.
Aw.
I still don't believe friends exist.
All right. So I'm gonna put us down for February the 13th as the next one. Is that right?
Fucking. I'll double check my calendar and let you know.
Before I plug it in and make a promise, I want to make sure.
Right. Calendar. 13th. Yep, you nailed it.
All right, there it is.
Yay! Announcement.
So, I kind of hate to have that long between games, but I totally understand. And,
We hate it too, but
yeah, I know.
one day a
Hopefully,
week where everything works out.
hopefully after that it'll, we'll be able to have them a little more frequently, but we'll see. Um, anything else? Anybody have before we start?
I'm good. Stream is going.
I'm good. I have eaten.
So after a night's rest in Lionora, you all awoke early the next morning and began discussing what to do next. Not wanting to wear out your welcome, and perhaps more importantly, not waste any time in handling the curse laid upon Azure Edge, you decided that it would be best to leave as soon as possible. You contacted the Blackstaff, who appeared before you through an illusion to discuss what was going on. You learned that the Lord's Alliance had an army camp in Amphale now, and that the orcs all over the region were rallying to Lugnek's horde. Blackstaff mentioned that Red Larch was also having issues with the Blood Axe tribe in particular, and that the tribe had had some sort of fracture in their leadership recently, but she did seem to recall the word Bonebreaker coming up in regards to that tribe. You gathered the refugees and told them of the situation, and they prepared to begin traveling to Amphale immediately. While they got ready, you were informed that someone at the Temple of the Seldarine had requested your presence. The Elven Temple was full of beautiful murals depicting the Elven deities, primarily Corellon the Rathian, but also Sahini Moonbow and Hanali Selenil, the Elven goddess of beauty whom many human and Elven scholars believe is directly linked to Lady Suni Firehair, the goddess of beauty whom Todrin is dedicated to. You spoke to a priestess of Hanali there, who gifted Todrin with a love potion made from the waters of Evergold, a fountain in the heavens which Hanali and Suni share. You received many gifts from the residents of Lionora, in part to honor the memory of Erdan Silveranth, who passed away the same morning that, after giving you the information you need to break the curse that lies upon Azure Edge. You set out into the forest and made your way to the edge of the Westwood by nightfall, where you set up camp and had a peaceful night's rest. So that is where we're going to pick up.
All right.
So you all awaken the next morning. There's a strong wind that just chills you to the bone as it blows through the camp early the next morning. The sky is just starting to turn orange as the sun rises. Many of the refugees from Amphale and Keldel have begun to rouse from their sleep. Some of the early risers have already gotten busy. You see Boral and Miles, Seraphima's family, are bringing firewood in from the woods to Danica, who's already begun cooking a meal for this morning. The outed doppelgangers, Jed and On a Saddle Tree, are sitting alone, away from the crowded camp. They're talking quietly amongst themselves, and you hear some whispers amongst people looking their direction, saying they're surprised they didn't leave in the night. Chandre, the Gelkin's apprentice, is scribbling notes into her spell book while Jinx looks over her shoulder, and Squidly and his fox are just bounding through the camp on a mission of mayhem. And then there's Rolo. Rolo is the half-orc lumberjack from Keldel who's snoring loudly through it all. So, what would you all like to do this morning?
First, I have a question for you. What were the two shapeshifters' names? Doppelgangers?
Jed and Anna Saddletree.
So, uncommon, I'd like to have a quick private huddle up, if y'all wouldn't mind, before we decide what we're doing today.
Very well.
Is it before or after we eat?
We can eat before and after if you want.
That sounds perfect. And then
Or
we'll have our
while we're
first nap
sitting
after
here.
that. Please, as you were.
Well, yeah, while we're eating, it's perfect.
Breakfast, yes. What about second breakfast?
Yeah, exactly.
An 11 piece.
Yeah, so once we have our own space, nobody else is listening, or it looks like they aren't, I'm going to say, so, how do y'all feel about seeing if we can find a place for the two doppelgangers at the inn?
I'm not opposed.
Hmm.
I'm not either.
It seems they're pretty well ostracized from the community they would like to call their own. And Seraphima, Sir Mortimer, as you will find out, our little business we're running in Waterdeep is interesting to say the least. Quite a
An
variety
ostrich
of...
farm does sound very interesting indeed.
I don't think Oscar would have any problems.
True, true. We got quite the collection of oddballs there, I think. At least by appearances, them two would be some of the more normal ones. So, if y'all are in favor...
Assuming they're trustworthy, I see no problems.
Yeah, I
Neither
mean,
do I.
as far as we know, they lived in that town for years and caused no damage. Alright, well, I suppose I'll head over and talk to him. Y'all are welcome to come. Seraphima, you don't know them personally, right?
No. No, I do not.
Well, always time to
Right.
meet new people.
I'm gonna grab my staff of growth and charge at them screaming.
Whoa! I just grabbed the back of your shirt. Hold on,
Kind
hold
of
on.
run in place. I was trying
Yes!
to test their resolve.
He
I'll
does
just
this every morning.
lift you up off the ground so you're treadmilling and walk towards them.
Fine, if you have another way of approaching this, I guess we'll follow your lead.
I appreciate that. We'll be calm and friendly and polite to these folk.
Now you see what
So-
I deal with on a daily basis.
Even despite that demeanor, when you do start to approach them, there's a little bit of a defensive posture in just the way they kind of turn to you and kind of move towards each other a little bit. Like they're kind of on edge, noticeably.
So I'll sling Mortimer back over my shoulder like that over-the-shoulder grip you use with a coat. So he's like hanging backwards across my back.
Defensive wife hold, kicking
and
and screaming.
and I'll hold up my other hand. It's all right. I just want to talk to you. Jed and Anna, correct?
Kind of a quiet pause, and Jed just kind of nods his head and he's just, yeah.
I
What do you want?
am, you probably have heard by now, but I am Lord Todrin Amcathra, and this is my uncommon. We have Sir Mortimer, Lady Seraphima, and Lord Bartholomew Margaster.
Kind of nods his head and again still looks very defensive in a way. Like he's not reaching for a weapon or anything like that, but he's like, oh, here it comes.
Better not be.
I'll set Mortimer down on the ground so he can see what's going on.
Angry Pomeranian.
Well, much
So
to
what's
my
this about?
much to my sadness, I have noticed over the past few days that you seem to have been left out to dry by the rest of the folk here. Through no fault of your own, I might add.
You have
So-
nothing against ostrich farmers. Don't worry.
It kind of gives Mortimer this weird look, like, wait, what?
That's a weird way to say doppelganger.
As he
That's
does,
what you said
I do
earlier.
the same thing. Ostrich honors?
He means doppelgangers.
No, ostracized.
Yeah, and Jed and Anna both kind of exchange this weird little glance, and he says, yeah, we were, we'd hoped that wouldn't ever come out, but here we are."
Understandable. People are afraid of what they don't understand.
I think about that.
I don't think any of us are normal in this group anyway.
Thinking about how I said understandable twice in the same sentence. So, anyway, with all that in mind, I would like to extend a invitation to you to find a place to work at our tavern in Waterdeep. It is a... Wait, out of character, did we end up setting up some kind of inn thing as well? I forget.
So the way I understood it is that you guys decided to keep your rooms in the tavern, like in the manor itself,
Yeah.
but you're using the what used to be the old rival tavern that was across the alley. You're using that for rooms, so you have like
Okay.
multiple rooms there. That it's like a bed and breakfast kind of thing where they can bed there, and then if they want to come
Flimsy
over,
fade away.
sorry.
Floon's flimsy fade away.
Fucking fabulous. Right.
For
We.
fuck's
If that was the
sake.
way you guys, if that was the way you guys wanted to do it, that's you can absolutely do that with both of those two buildings. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, I like it.
My intention was to count them as the same thing, but if you want to make them two, we can do that. Like two operations, we can do that if you want. It's up to
Oh.
you guys how we handle it.
I mean, they both be run by us and our people, so
Right.
the only difference I can really see is we still need to name the second building the inn.
Well, and like I said, if you want it to be part of the same thing, that's perfectly fine. But it's up to you guys how you want to handle that.
So anyway, we own two separate buildings, one a tavern, one an inn, and the inn is still rather new. We will be looking for employees we can trust, and seeing as how we've kind of gone through thick and thin together here in the last few days, I think if we can trust anyone, it would be you.
Anna kind of turns to Jed and says, what do you think? And they kind of discuss briefly amongst themselves and turn back to you and says, well, we did run the inn in Kildell, so...
Does seem right up your alley.
I don't know. To be honest, our intention was to just get to Waterdeep and just kind of disappear into the crowd, but
Rest assured, no one needs to know of what you are or your indiscretion. It's completely fine.
On the other hand, our crew is such a collection of assorted folk that you could also choose to be honest, at least with our other employees, and they wouldn't bat an eye. It's up to you. Either way, we won't tell anybody.
kind of raises an eyebrow at that and he says, do you have other doppelgangers working for you, or...
No.
How would we
matter.
know?
How
In a
would we
matter of
know?
speaking,
Good question. Not that specifically, but they do have their own secrets that we keep for them as well as we do or would for you.
For example?
again, keeping secrets.
It was a test and you did well.
Glad you approve.
Todrin, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Can I have advantage since Bart threw in some assistance there?
You can
Or
have
he could roll
advantage
as
from
well.
Bart and disadvantage from Mortimer for a straight roll.
Use your inspiration.
Inspiration is happening.
All right.
How inspiring.
They're holding a gnome on her shoulder.
All right.
Yeah, that's the way.
Nice.
Hell yeah. 25.
All right. Again, they kind of exchange glance and speak quietly amongst themselves for a second, and Anna seems to be more into the idea than Jed at first. And she's like, it's what we already know. We're running an inn. We can handle that, and it's in the city. If anything goes wrong, we do what we were originally going to do. So
We may
think we
need to
should do it.
discuss it more between ourselves, but my gut feeling is that there would be no commitment here. If you decide it's not something you want, disappearing is still always an option for you.
right. Well, okay. Let's do it.
Excellent.
She kind of turns to Jed again, and he's like, okay. Okay.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome aboard. You're
Thank
looking
you.
for the Restless Inn and Tavern. Ask for... Uh-oh. It's been way too long since Heinz knew
Well,
any of those people's names.
Floon works for us.
Floon.
Floon would probably be the one to
Yeah,
ask for.
That's who I was
specifically.
trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask for Floon and tell him the Uncommon sent you.
Okay, we'll do that.
We might
Thank you.
we might be there. We might not when you get there. We have some business.
Okay. Thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate your trust. I know it can be hard sometimes.
And they kind of look back to the refugees and it's like, yeah, there's not a whole lot of that for our kind.
Right.
Thank you.
What you are doesn't determine how you are.
Or who you are.
That body in their basement, though. Just kidding.
Wait.
Just kidding.
That's okay. I have bodies in the basement.
Listen, it's not whether you have bodies in the basement, it's why you have bodies in the basement.
And why
That-
I
for-
suddenly have
For the
questions.
record, they did not say that. That was Case
Of
being an
course.
asshole.
Of course.
So,
Right, so, Uncommon, shall we hatch a flying ride and fly ahead of these folk, or should we stay with them the rest of the way?
Me personally, I'd like to stay with them. I mean, my family's among them.
I suppose it
So I
isn't
can
all
make sure
that
they
far to Amphale.
Well, the Bella Brantas are with them.
They would be our ride to get ahead if we went ahead.
Hmm. I
But
just get nervous leaving them like this.
Amphale isn't all that far.
Amphale?
Oh, that's true.
yeah, from where you guys are right now, let me see. It's only 3 or 4 hours travel by land.
All right. Do we have a wagon?
There is no wagon, and the elves didn't bring anything like that. And by the way, there are still
Bummer.
the warden, Reardon. He's here with you guys, and so are some of the elves that were the scouts from Lionora. They stayed the night just to make sure that everybody got this far to the edge of the woods and made it through the night all right. So, but
Here's another
they're
question.
already getting ready to head back now too. So,
Got another question.
sure.
How far is it from Amphale to Waterdeep? What's the distance? Not distance, the time travel there.
About 3 days,
Okay.
weather permitting. Which, by the way, roll me a d20, Seraphima.
Yay. Okay.
And with that, first snow of the year begins.
Hey! Hey,
You guys start to see the overcast skies kind of. The sun's still rising over the horizon to the east, but the skies overhead are overcast and it has begun to snow. So, Nighthall is basically, it's the 12th month of the year, it's December, so probably should have been snowing before now, but regardless, it's snowing.
Climate change?
Global warming?
So, it won't, you don't think it'll affect getting from here to Amphale? It may affect getting from Amphale to Waterdeep, if it continues.
Hopefully we're flying by then.
True.
Hopefully we can fly by then. Well, let's get this show on the road if we want to get ahead of the cold, folks. And speaking of the cold, you guys notice whenever you get close enough, about within 10 feet of Todrin, you actually kind of feel a little bit warmer just being close to him.
The hotness.
It's strange. It's like a physical, it's not actually warm, but you definitely feel different standing near to him.
The light of Suni. Something like that.
For the love of the lady.
So, there anyone else in the camp that you'd like to speak to before you head on?
Yes. I want to find Trollum and Varus. Varus.
Okay.
Was Varus half elf as well?
They are both half elves.
They were
Yes,
both
they're
half-elf.
not related, but they are both half elf.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll find.
Although he would very much like to be with her.
Right.
So
To
you got
be
that
related.
that impression for sure.
Wait, so we've decided to go ahead of everybody?
No.
No, we'll
Okay,
stay with them to Amphale and then hopefully fly on from there would be my guess.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
the camp hasn't broken yet. It's just everyone's getting up, getting their things together, getting food, and getting ready to move to Amphale.
Okay. And can I find Trollum and Varus?
Yeah, they're
Assuming
pretty
together?
easy. They're pretty easy to find, and yes, they are in fact together. You actually find them coming out of the woods with a couple of rabbits that they've shot this morning.
Oh, excellent. Good work.
Everybody's gonna eat.
Indeed. Indeed. So, how are y'all liking traveling? I know we haven't gone far yet.
I mean, I've never been out of the Westwood. This is the first time I've seen not so many trees, so that's nice, at least.
Right, right. It only gets better. Listen, so my troop and I, we've discovered urgent business in Waterdeep, so we'll be escorting these people as far as Amphale, and then taking off ahead. We need to get there ASAP. So, I know that y'all left your home on my invitation. I didn't just want to leave you hanging. What did y'all have in mind once we got to Amphale? Holy bless you.
I tried hard to mute myself before that.
You did a pretty good job of it. I just barely heard you, so
It
you're
wasn't loud, it just sounded bad.
good. So
That was
Varus,
sudden. Holy crap.
Varus kind of looks to Trollum first, like, what are we gonna do? And she says, I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Right, I kind of figured. Well, if y'all have nothing else to do, I think a good place for y'all to start would be our place in Waterdeep. You can decide what to do once you get there, but at least it gives you a home base.
She just kind of nods and she says, I'll think about it.
Alright. Well, look for the Restless Inn and Tavern, and it's pretty much famous by this point, and anybody can tell you where it is.
Sure. Okay.
Hopefully we'll see y'all around there.
Oh, one more thing. And I pull out a piece of parchment and I start writing. And I just write out details that these two Vasher? No.
Varus and Trollum.
Varus, Trollum, Jed, and Anna are there under our guidance, and they're to be treated as guests and welcomed into the establishment.
Is there a limit on words? Can you mention Jed and Anna or...
It's a regular piece of paper. It's
For once.
Alright.
yeah,
You,
right. It's just our seal, and then I pull out my little signet ring and I stamp
Wait.
it. And...
Oh.
It's not sealed. I'm just putting it so that it's obvious that it's from us.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, mention that Jed and Anna are to be given run of the inn. They're not just
cool.
guests.
I'll write all that in and wrap it up and hand it to
Cool.
Varus. There you go. And you'll be looking for Floon.
Thanks. He kind of looks to her like, like you guys can tell he's very deferential to her at this point. It's like she's the one that got him out of Leonora. She's the one that
Varus is the man. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hand it to her.
Oh,
Pay
you can hand
attention, good pay.
Sure. Yeah, she'll take
Whatever.
it. She'll
I
tuck it away in
hand
the
off the
pouch.
note. That way they
Yeah.
don't just show up and Floon's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Right. I guess our names
right.
aren't much of a
I've never
badge
seen you
of
around here before.
our names
Right.
aren't much of a badge of authority when the whole town knows who we are.
All right.
Alrighty, on the road. That was all I
On the
had.
road again.
So,
Same song that came into my head.
Nice.
you guys see Speaker Bjorn from Keldel and Mariana and Cathra kind of get everyone ready to go, and we need to leave in 10 minutes, whatever, that kind of thing. And they get everybody up and ready to move. And Mariana makes very, very particular a point of getting Jinxon's particularly Squidly in her sight, so nobody gets left behind. I will note one other thing, that Jinx and Squidly have been hanging out a little bit with Miles, so they're making friends.
Aw. Also,
And so you guys,
Hmm. Wait a minute.
everything okay?
No, I was thinking about checking in on my family before we left
Sure.
and giving them one of my paper birds in case they need me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd probably
Yeah,
go and check on them and give them a paper bird in case they need me.
Yeah, you know where to find them easy. And when you go to them, Danica, she's finished putting away everything that they were doing this morning for cooking meals for refugees, and like she wasn't just cooking for the family; she was cooking for like a lot of people.
I know she must be exhausted.
So, well, we've got to get on the road though.
Mm-hmm.
But your father and I have been discussing things, and well, we don't know anyone in Amphel, and it's already been hit by orcs once, and I think, at the very least, I and your brother would feel safer behind Waterdeep's walls. Do you know of anyone anywhere we could stay, or someone who might be in need of a good cook or a Fletcher? She says, looking over to Boral.
I can ask around. I can ask my colleague Cauldron if maybe he knows someone. I could ask around at the Emerald Enclave. Maybe they know of something.
That's wonderful. That'd be great.
But for right now, because once we reach Waterdeep, we're probably going to head off somewhere else. But and I hand her the paper bird. If you need me for anything, write in this. It'll find me.
I just write in it, and
Mm-hmm.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you just write in it, say my name. It'll find me.
All right. I think I can manage that.
All right. You've all eaten, right? And I look at everybody and I'm like, everyone's eaten? Everybody's fine?
Oh yes. As far as I know, I think everyone's ready. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I better get on ahead and join my troops, I guess.
All right. And so as you guys all head to the front of the group, I'll say one of the other things you would have seen is the Bellabrantas were feeding Moxie and Bone Snapper, their griffins, which is a sight you've seen more than once over the last few days, and it's become very apparent. Griffins eat a lot of meat, and so it's like every other time you see them, they're feeding the griffins.
Right.
So, but yeah, they're up ahead too. They haven't taken to the skies yet, and they're up at the front of the group. And by now, most of the elves have left, but Riordan, the warden, is still here. And he approaches the group of you and says, "I've told my scouts to return to Lynora, but I'm going to be going to Amphel with you. I need to speak to my son, and if he's there right now, well, I need to see him.
Excellent.
There's one other thing. I understand that you may be going into Undermountain. Is that correct?
Yes,
Correct.
as soon as
That's
possible.
the plan.
In case I don't see you again between now and then, I do have a small request from the council, Lionora.
Anything.
I know it's not your
Mhm.
primary goal, but if you happen to just come across any elven relics down there, we would reward you handsomely for their return to our people.
We'll do what we can.
Just something to keep in
Absolutely.
mind. I understand you have other things you need to do, but if you come across something,
Of course.
Easily done.
thank you.
Of course.
He kind of gives you this soft bow of his head, and with that, you all begin to move in a southeastern direction towards Amphale in the snow and the cold. It's not quite cold enough that the snow is like beginning to pile up just yet, but probably won't be long. So, for now, at least, the travel is at the normal pace that you would expect. I need a D20 roll from Mortimer.
Okay, 7.
All right.
Could be good, could be bad.
Could be really,
So-
really sad.
Nice rhyme there.
Thank you.
You travel for about an hour,
And then you all die.
and up ahead you start to smell you start to smell a campfire, and you can see smoke rising.
I smell food.
Just it's not directly in your path, but it's it's about an hour away from where you had been camping, and it's off, not terribly far off to the south of you.
Is it gonna, like, if we continue along the road, how close will we come to it?
Well, there's no road. You're traveling over just plains right now.
Oh, right. Well, if we continue straight on towards Amphale, then how close will our path?
You'll be getting closer to it, but at this point, it's like there's no way to know what it is other than just you smell smoke and can see a column of smoke rising.
Shall we scout ahead, go see what that is? For the
It's
folk?
amazing forethought having a food ready for us as we approach.
Mayhap.
Do you have an idea of
Maybe
about how
they're-
far away it is?
Less than a mile.
All right. I'll turn to Todrin. Guide me, Todrin, and I will summon Mistiana and send her ahead scouting.
How far ahead can she scout?
I think it's 100 feet.
Okay.
Right, well, we need to get ahead of the refugees, or scouting ahead that close won't really make much of a difference.
Right. No, I'm saying just to guide me. She'll give us a little bit of a buffer between whatever's out there
Alright. Oh, you're sending your
while
sight,
we march.
sending her your sight into her?
Right.
Gotcha. Alright, folks, let's trot ahead of the refugees a little bit here. Get to that first.
So you guys watch as Mistiana takes flight. This small. Would you want to describe Mistiana for the group?
Yeah, she's a Tressum, which is a winged cat. Her fur is black with white highlights, and the notable odd thing is her irises are the strange shape of the weave that. What is her name? Wow, Kaysen, help me, the god.
Starts with
Mistra.
an
Mistra.
M.
That Mistra uses as her sigil. That's what her irises are.
Tell you what, I'll put
It's a double helix thing, right?
It's more like an atom.
Here, I'll put it into the Discord since I don't. I could put it into the other thing real quick, but just for super quick, that's basically her. Her irises look like that symbol there. Kind of a blue starburst kind of thing.
Cool.
Looks like a compass.
There you go.
So yeah, we get a little bit of ways ahead of the column.
Yeah.
With
And
Miss
so they're
Gianna scouting, and
they're still moving in kind of a perpendicular from you. Like they're still going towards Amphale while you guys kind of cut off to investigate. And Bart, roll me a perception check for Miss Gianna.
Is it only advantage on smell?
I
I don't remember the Tristram's stats. I'll look it up real quick.
Should have it now.
Oh, there we go.
It is for keen sense of smell.
Okay. Would I use her perception?
Yes.
Alright, so it's +6. $11.
Okay.
Why did I get 7? I think it's... Huh. I don't know where that extra +1 came from.
Well, it's supposed to be a +5, I think. But anyway,
So 9.
all right. What is her AC?
12.
So as she's flying through the air, you're getting closer to this column of smoke, and just out of nowhere, something just flies right past her, like an upward arc. It misses, but narrowly, and she doesn't quite see where it came from or what it was.
Alright. I will mentally communicate with her to get closer to the ground.
Okay.
Do the rest of us notice anything?
Everybody roll a perception check. 100 feet's not that far.
This ground is pretty.
I would say except for Bart, because Bart's looking through her eyes.
Right.
Todrin, you see what it looks like to be a javelin that got thrown into the air. It missed her, but not by much.
Oh, get down, everybody. Can we roll stealth checks?
You may.
They may not be friendly. Bam!
All of us stealth checks?
It's up to you.
Well, I was thinking about using my wild shape and follow
You can do
around.
that.
What should we be doing?
Shh! Being quiet.
That was for Miss Diana.
Okay.
I guess
I'm
you don't
rolling
need to get down, do you?
Swear to God, whenever you get back down here, I'm gonna.
All right. So as you all kind of hit the deck, or Seraphima, did you want to turn into something, or I see 18.
I'm actually no. I'm gonna stay stealth. I'm gonna basically duck with everybody else for right now
All right.
because I don't want to go charging in after, like, on the ground and get hit.
Right.
So I'm gonna play it safe.
What do you see, Bert?
What do I see?
Roll one more perception check for her.
Does it work this way? That's only +1, so it's 14.
Okay.
Oh, look at that! I can click the word. Haha! Still 14 though.
All right. So she can see there is an orc that is moving around this camp area up ahead. She sees a couple of tents that are set up in this kind of a low, like, crag and rocky area. And there's
Right.
a small, not even really a pond, it's more just like a hole that's filled with water. It's not big enough to be permanent.
Sorry, at the beginning, did you say it was orcs?
Yes, she saw orcs.
Fucking goddamn it.
Oh, bitch.
Right, she sees an orc, but she sees more than one tent.
How many tents?
She sees 3 tents. She sees 2 campfires.
All right, I'll convey that to the team.
She
One
just...
orc, 3 tents, 2 fires.
What's the one orc doing? Does he see us?
Does it seem like he's aware of anything other than her?
As of right now, no. He's got his head kind of low to the ground, like he's
Her stealth check was
looking for
15,
her.
by the way. She's got plus
Right.
4 to stealth.
Yeah. He has not found her. He saw her in the air, but he hasn't found her on the ground.
All right, she's gonna land, and still trying to stay within 100 feet of me. Get a little closer to see if she can smell any more orcs.
Roll a perception check.
With advantage, because it's smell based.
Yes, I'll allow that.
$11. Those are great rolls, Miss Deanna. Just great.
Give me 1 second here.
You have... inspiration.
Does that work for her?
I'll allow it, yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
All right, so
Oh, yay, battle music.
there's so much smoke in the air that it's kind of hard to tell. But at this point, she can just smell the one that's close, the one that's looking for her.
All right, I will mentally command her to return, and I'll come out of the sight.
So, is there anything between us and the orc? Like, I said get down, but I don't know.
There's a few trees, but it's mostly open ground between you and them. There's about, say, 6 or 10 trees.
I want to pull out my little mirror and just kind of do a scan around him and the surrounding area without peeking around the tree and see if I can spot the other orcs nearby.
I'm going to scout ahead, and I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
For the record, the last 1 minute.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. For scouting, I'm gonna just use regular invisibility. Nope, that wasn't on me. Control. Invisibility. There we go. And I'm gonna, trying not to make a bunch of noise, approach the camp.
Well, Seraphima, you want to try out that new bow?
Of course.
Where the fuck?
All right, you two.
We've
On
been waiting
3,
for
let's hit that.
Oh, I'm so quiet.
Holy fuck, bro. I'm like, on 3, the 3 of us will jump up and snap, crackle, pop! He runs straight into a tree and
You just
fucking...
hear, oh
That
shit!
is noisy as an old man.
Oh,
So,
that's a sweet snowing
I'll
effect.
allow you guys to place yourselves as you wish. You see the one orc. He's the only one you see right now.
I kind of want to use my wild shape and turn into a wolf and just basically be as quiet as I possibly can.
All right.
I'm just gonna be behind a tree right there.
Oh, okay. This isn't just straight movement. It's
I did not make that change myself. There's been a couple of changes that they've done, and let me figure out how to turn that off because I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't
No.
like it. It says it's called waypoints.
Yeah, I'm looking
I don't
real
like it.
quick. Sorry,
Where do you see
that's
that?
that's something new.
When I right-click on the old ones and hover over the trash can, it says delete waypoint.
Where do I turn that off at?
Oh, nifty.
There's got to be a way to turn that off. I don't see it though. Okay, let me figure this out. Try it now if everybody can move
Oh,
themselves.
you did
that's
something
why
and we
I
all
can't
did our
do it.
moves.
Yeah, whatever you did confirmed the moves, but it's still the same for
Oh.
us.
Yeah.
Adapt and overcome.
Yeah, it's no big deal as long as you know how to.
I will see what I can do about that later because I'm not finding an immediate way to turn that off. I'm sure there is. I just am blind and don't see it. Anyway, so
Oh yeah, putting my back up against the tree, I'll summon my armor.
sure.
I become a wolf and try to
Okay.
scoot around the outside of the camp
Let me get
quietly.
you. I'm gonna give you the wolf stats here real quick, just so you have
Okay.
them handy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put them on my thing here, so I've got it handy too.
Okay.
Did that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
13 armor class. Okay, cool.
All right. So, tell you what, let's make this easy. Everybody roll initiative for me. We'll go with that.
Initiative. Oof.
Alrighty.
I'm like everybody on 3, 1, and everybody goes.
Nice.
All right. Looks like he gets to go first.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh, well, Miss Yana gets to go first, but did you say she's in the pocket dimension?
No, but she would be on the other side of the camp, like right here.
I have a quick question, Casey.
What's that?
Can a druid cast spells in wild shape, or do they have to come out of it to cast?
I do not believe so. I think they have to come out of it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I can control her now.
They have to come out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one of the circles that allows you to do that, but it's not till a later level.
Okay.
Um,
That's fine. I just wanted to know real quick if that was a
Yeah.
possibility or not.
You know what they definitely can't do is shoot bows.
Yeah, I know.
Unless they're centaurs. Meh.
She's a wolf. Meh.
Meh.
So-
Meh.
Meh.
Ninja wolves can shoot bows. Meh.
Ninja wolves must be really good at their jobs, because I don't think they exist.
so Bart, having what'd you roll for your stealth check? It was
He
Fucking 3.
natural 1.
all right.
I'm so sorry, sir.
So you must have stepped on a twig or something because you've got his attention and he's definitely looking in your direction, and he's
I'd say
got
more. I
this.
tripped over a log.
He's got
Face
a,
plant
one.
and lose your invisibility from the one damage.
He's holding this-
Hilarious.
he's holding this axe in kind of a low ready position, and as he's moving in your direction, but he's moving kind of slowly.
I'm just not moving, breathing into my shirt, so I'm not making any.
Seraphima.
Yep. Okay, so
Todrin!
can I?
Todrin!
There's a gap between these trees. Can I see him through them?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stay as quiet as possible, but move to here.
I'm going to use your everybody's stealth rolls for the previous thing. Just if it goes any further, I'll have new ones. But for now, I'm using
Okay.
old ones.
Okay.
So he has not yet noticed you, even as you're moving through the trees. He seems to be focused on where you think Bart is.
Hmm. Can I? Okay. How dense are these trees that I'm behind? Can I see Bart through them?
Not terribly, and at
I'm-
this point, to be honest, they would probably be bare.
Well,
So
okay.
Well,
So
you
I can
can't
see.
see.
Well, I can't see him. I can't see Bart, but
No, I'm invisible.
can I see
right,
like through the trees still spot the orc?
yes.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna stay right there for this turn and probably come out of wild shape in the next. So I'll end my turn there. Also, this music is epic.
It's like perfect for snow combat.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, Bart and Seraphima, you can see coming out of a kind of a low depression where the tents are. You see there's a wolf that comes up and starts sniffing the air, and it just starts to kind of growl, but it's not moving any closer.
Internally, I'm just like, fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
Bart, it's your turn.
All right.
Just fucking fry him. Hell Scorcher.
I could do something here.
I'm not actually moving. I'm seeing how far this is. Okay, cool. Can I see the middle of that camp?
It's a kind of a low spot, but you can see the tops of the tents, I'll say.
All right. So I'm gonna pull out Weaver, and I'm gonna cast Fireball right on this tent.
I'm so glad I.
What's the 20 foot?
20-foot radius, yeah. Okay,
Right
I'm
there?
gonna put it closer to here.
Here?
Can I move that? I can't move that.
Well, you can make your
I can
own.
change. Oh, can I? How? Drawing?
Right click, pointers.
I knew that. Draw a circle. Gasp!
Oh, I closed the window. Whoops. Help! Thank you.
Which one is mine?
Should be the same color as your dice.
Why do I have like 4 circles
Hang
now?
on, hang on, hang on.
Let me.
Now do it. Sorry about that.
It's not your fault. It won't let me move that circle. It overlapped the other one, and now it's like, nah, I don't
Now
wanna
I
work.
don't see any at all.
Weird.
Go ahead and delete all of them and try and start over.
I did. They are not going away.
Well, that's odd.
Dang it. Remove pointers. Yeah. Now
Try
it's...
and move your tokens now.
There you go.
Okay, I found it.
Oh,
Sorry
okay,
about that.
cool.
Yay!
Can you reshare the map, Kason?
I believe so.
Cool.
Help!
Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna fling it here.
All right.
Probably more like here. Since
Okay.
I have to target the tent since I can't see the ground. All right. So the only target that I know I have, probably shouldn't target myself for this.
Right.
Oh, it's succeeded. Boo.
I'm gonna remove
Nice.
invisibility from you as you come up.
Cool.
So you guys watch as a streak of fireball just erupts from his fingers. Suddenly he appears where he's standing, and there's this explosion that takes just engulfs that area. There's a sharp whimper of a wolf that gets blown up,
Oh,
and it you guys watch as it gets
please
thrown
tell me I don't hear that.
through the air, and there's a splash as it lands in the water.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, I feel so bad.
he was just
And
gonna hunt
then-
the orc, man.
Oh.
Then I run
let's see.
back towards Todrin. Todrin! Todrin!
I'm just grinning.
Oh, sorry.
Splash!
Oh.
All right.
That'll show him to exist.
Can you remove the thing now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not removing for me.
All right, there we go.
Is it gone now?
Yeah.
You're the circles that
So-
you placed before, but the two others that you placed like way before are still there for me.
When the explosion goes off, though,
Close the map in half case and reshare it.
Oh, okay.
yeah, we may have to see if they'll fix that. I don't know. That's a new thing.
Okay,
Uh,
please. Thank you.
But it's whoop. Oh, you moved. I was wondering where'd Drax go? Where'd Bart go? So what you see come out of there right now, though, is one of the orcs comes just barreling out, charging out of this. No, I don't want to draw an arrow. Why is it doing that?
Are you in drawing mode? There you go.
He didn't take damage from the fireball.
This one did not. No. There was
Aw.
another one that did. This one just happened to be just outside of it.
You killed a puppy.
It growled at me.
I don't care. It's a sweet little puppy.
It
So-
growled at me.
This orc just comes running out. He doesn't know what he's after. He just knows there's something out here that needs to die, and he just comes running out with this axe over his head. And he's looking around, and there's just nothing there. And he just stops dead in his tracks and just looks around and then he looks to his buddy like, "Arr!" You guys, none of you speak Orcish, do you?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, sir.
Just the best you can get is, what the fuck?
Where my dog?
That coffee is so bad, Hind.
Oh man, sorry, dude. I did not expect
That's
that.
okay. Me neither. Gourmet my ass.
Gourmet.
Gourmet.
Nice.
Mortimer! Hey, you!
Hey, Morty.
Morty! Morty!
Son of a bitchemin.
Son of a pachemin.
What?
Okay. 20. So I'm gonna slow things down here.
Wait, what?
So I'm casting Spike Growth. 150-foot range, it's 20-foot radius.
That's racist.
Indeed. And
Wow!
so, like, branches from the tree there are
Mhm.
going to start to, like, kind of go straight down into the ground and kind of disappear, and then they're going to come up around the legs as these guys approach us.
Cool.
Does that do any damage, or is it just slow down?
When a creature okay, so it's difficult terrain. When a creature moves into or within, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. Oh, so I should probably actually do the thing.
Morty, do the thing.
Oh, actually, the transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural.
And
Any
what's the
creature that can't see the area at the time that... Well, that's... No, never mind.
radius on this?
It's 20 feet. So it would
Okay.
be like the back edge of it would be where 18 is. So covering 18, 2, and then up towards me.
Like I did, draw a circle.
So, like that?
Yeah, so move that towards me so that 18 is on the edge. Or the back edge. Yeah, like that.
There?
Sure, yeah.
I can move it probably. Let's call it there.
Yeah, that looks perfect.
All right.
So I guess so I guess when they move, then they'll take damage.
Right, for every 5 feet of movement they take within it. And their movement speed is halved.
Ooh, I
Kinda.
love this music now.
It's great snow music. I can tell you went for a theme.
Yep.
I
Wait,
definitely did. I'm sorry, I had a momentary distraction. Did we do the thing with these guys? Is everything good?
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be when they move into or through it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, remind me when they start to move through it.
I've got a little button I can press.
Alrighty. So, you ready to move to Tottern?
If I
Or
can
do you
find
want
the
to move?
combat tracker. Keep clicking the wrong thing.
It has
Your
been a
fifth
while.
monitor.
All right, so you come charging out of the woods and you see me leaning up against a tree in my full armor, Bart. And I look over at you and I grin and I say, "Now it's my turn." And I flip down my faceplate, turn around the tree, and I go charging out. And I have... What do I see? Do I see any visible evidence of your spell?
I think he said there's none.
Yeah.
Camouflaged.
Both
so no
having-
one's watching.
What?
You
Okay.
can have what am I trying to say? Wisdom saving throw. But I mean,
I wouldn't know any of that. Todd wouldn't. So unless
Yeah,
you yell
no.
something at me, I go running in there.
I mean it's obvious to me, so therefore it
Right.
should be obvious to you, right? I mean,
So yeah, I go ahead and
oh yes, there you
enter.
go. All right, so
So each 5 feet is 10 feet. Keep that in mind.
Oh, it's difficult
'Cause
terrain.
this-
Okay.
Right.
And what do I need? A wisdom saving throw?
no, so it's difficult terrain. When you move into, you take 2d4 for every 5 feet you travel.
Oof.
Shit.
So,
So what happens when I
uh,
step in there?
apparently
step on
nothing
spikes.
because you're a crazy heavy armor guy.
Well,
That's right.
this game 2 points, but yeah.
The ground gets even more crunchy.
I resist 3, so it doesn't do anything.
Right. And it'll be that again. So roll 2 more for him. Because he's. How far are you trying to get?
Just up to the first guy.
Can you do that in one movement with it being rough terrain?
From where I was right here, 5, 10, 15. Wait, 15. So this would be 25. So yeah, perfect.
Okay. That one you're going to take 3 points of damage from. So.
Okay. Got it.
Let's see, it is magic damage, so
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it magical?
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, shit.
It is 8. Okay.
Ow! So what's happening? It's like sharp
So
sticks?
you try to run through, and you didn't see it there at first, but now just all of a sudden you're trying to move through these just almost like brambles that are covered in spikes that are on the ground that you just
I come charging out around the tree.
Stumble
I'm like,
through
"Hey
and
there,
they're
ugly!
poking
How you doing? Ow! 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 Ow!"
yeah, exactly. It's like stepping on the grass burr from hell.
What is this shit? And then I hit him in the face with my sword.
nice.
With your sword or Azar Edge?
Oh, well, fucking, wow. I always forget. I'm just gonna re-roll.
Good.
I'll allow it, sure. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you, Jax.
In your head, you
Smash.
just hear this voice.
Hey, the ground's sharp, okay? Wasn't expecting that.
You forgot me first.
Just seeing if you're paying attention. And then I'll whip around and hit him again. Hopefully, low rolls,
Go
but
ahead.
they're easy. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Divine Smite into this. Let's do second level, so that's 3 more
You
d8.
have no power here.
Smash! And then 3d8. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. He's
Fucking
dead.
17 more damage.
So
Eat
yeah,
it.
when you bring that smite down, that's more than enough to do it. And he just goes down with the light of coming off of Azure Edge as you smite him down.
Yeah, so I like to imagine that she's glowing blue on her own, and when I use Divine Smite, this red sparkle spirals up the handle of the axe, hits the blade, and ignites it with red, but because it's already blue, is this vibrant purple. Yep, that
Perfect.
smashes into him. And
Perfect.
that's my full movement, so I'll just stand where I am. What the hell is going on?
Watch out where you walk. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Mistiana.
Fucking
she's
new guy?
going to prowl over to Mortimer.
Okay.
You can bite him.
You're just sitting there, sorry! And you look down, and this cat that's almost as big as you. Meow.
Oh, look, dinner.
All right, Todrin. First off, I'm going to go ahead and need 2 of those rolls for the orc as he's moving through this sudden rough terrain towards Todrin. He's still moving really fast, like faster than you were even, but he's taking damage as he's moving through it.
Nice.
Hold on, let me
Probably
take
walking
off
like-
my shield before he attacks me. Okay, it is off. We're good.
Yeah, he takes a swing at you, right as his compatriot goes down, and you manage to swing Azure Edge in a way to deflect his blow. You all hear this clang of metal upon metal as he takes this swing. And limping out from the smoke that left behind from the fireball, you see there's another orc that comes running out. This one's visibly burned from the fireball that was detonated in their camp. And he looks like he's just barely clinging to life at this point as he runs out. And again, the only person he sees is Todrin.
It's the way I like it.
Good.
He starts running forward into this unknowing and no expectation of what he's about to mess he's about to walk into. Go ahead and roll me for him moving through this. Yeah, he takes a couple of steps and just
He's like the hell is that I'm dead.
he just falls face first into this and just starts screaming in Orcish as these thorns just from head to toe he goes face first down into them, and then
That's on
the screaming
Legos.
just stops.
Wow,
Seraphima.
that's amazing.
Oh boy. All right.
Fucking
I'm going
new guy.
to. I'm gonna come out of my wild shape. Does that take an action to do, or is
I
it
think
just
it's a
an
bonus
instant
action.
Let me check. You can use an action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you've seen before. You can do it twice.
Mm-hmm. I've marked that I've used it right now. So.
Right. You can revert to your normal form by using a bonus action.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna come out of wild shape. Because, yeah.
All right.
Now, since I do that, can I move still?
Yes. You've still got your full movement and an action.
Okay. So I'm going to move. Yeah. In this little alcove of trees here. Can I see this orc that's in front of Tadrin?
You can, yes.
Okay.
He's got a little bit of cover, but you can see him.
All right. I think I want to use my brand new stick. Now it says that it needs like this God, to hell with pronouncing that name.
You can change the name of it if you want to.
I'm just change it to the stick of truthiness. I don't know. So I want to know.
To Shillelagh?
No, my special stick I got back in.
Oh, right.
That turns into a bow. It was said that it needs like a command word, right?
Yes.
Switch. And it can just be anything I want, right? Or is it like something specific?
Yeah, you can change the command word to be anything you want.
Something stupid like shift. Control Alt Delete. I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just do shift and turn it into a bow.
You're muted, Hind.
Yep.
I just heard you. I'm like, oh, he's muted.
He's definitely muted. I'm up here laughing at my own jokes.
Okay, so I can see. I'll just hold out my staff and say shift, and it turns into a bow.
Cool.
And I don't think I'm going to attack on this. I'm just going to change it, and then I'm going to quickly put on where are they? They should be in my inventory. The gloves I'm supposed to have. The bracers.
I've had those on before now, if you want.
Oh, well, okay. Let's cheat.
That'd be something you would have attuned to over the course of like the last night's camping, and
yeah.
put those on, and just you wear those all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've made this bow staff my focus, my druidic focus.
All right.
So, is it possible to attack him? Can I attack him without disadvantage through this tree here?
So it wouldn't be disadvantage, but there's a -2 down at the bottom next to disadvantage that you would have. That's for the cover from the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow through this tree at this orc and hope I hit. So do like. God, it looks so weird now. Like, how do I? Oh, okay. That's damage. I don't want that. This is what I want, I think. Because they changed it to where it doesn't.
They have changed a few things, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I forgot to freaking target. It's been a while.
13 will hit. That is their armor class.
Okay. So roll damage.
Roll damage.
Yay. Not too much damage, but enough. Alright. And I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Because I think something between me and this orc is a good idea. Yeah, I think I'm done with my turn there.
So I'm gonna have to go through and change this to give you the right thing here, because that should have a +2 for your dex on it also.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. That's my mistake. So
Oh, okay. I was unaware.
I need to
Thank
give
you very
you basically what I need to do is I need to give you it in the staff form and in bow form, because
Oh,
it's only
okay.
doing the one right now. Nope, it's
Oh.
there. It's just not. Oh, I see. I see. Never mind. Hang on. Give me 1 second here.
Take your time.
There we go. So you should now see bow form right underneath the staff.
There it is. Yeah,
You'll
because
use-
there's only one thing.
Yeah, you'll
We
use
wanna
that one
roll-
for.
We want to
There we go.
re-roll again.
And no, we'll use the same roll. I'm just
Oh,
there.
okay.
Now it should all be set up right. Sorry, that was my fault.
Oh,
But
okay.
actually, you know what? It's rolling a d6 for the damage. So go ahead and re-roll the damage alone,
Okay.
and I'll just take that off of him.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
That's much better.
There we go.
Nice.
So yeah, she puts draws back the arrow on the Ehelerthorn. I don't know. Ehelerthorn, and fires an arrow, Todrin, at this orc as he's attacking you, and it goes right through his neck, and he just
Drops.
kind of
Excellent.
stumbles a couple of steps, and he too just ends up just being shredded by the spikes that are in the ground.
Fate 9-9.
Nice. Sweet. Good shot.
So as she's drawing another arrow, you guys see a larger Orog, one of the different orcs,
Oh,
comes
shit.
out of the this little depression where the camp is, and he looks and he let's see, what's the DC on that, Kai?
Is wisdom 13.
Okay. So he stops and he's got a javelin in one hand, and he looks at the ground and sees his friends, and he doesn't move forward. Instead, he throws the javelin at Todrin.
Miss me.
He moves forward, pulling another one out of this pouch of javelins that he's got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
But he can't
bitch.
throw this. He can't throw the
Oh,
second
shit.
one this turn. But you guys see another one of these Orogs comes out, and he starts to charge across. But you see the other one kind of puts the javelin, the shaft of it, out in front of him, and says something in Orcish, and you see him stop and look down and see the comrades that have been just torn apart, and they know. You guys have seen these guys before. You know these kind of orcs are a little bit smarter than the others anyway.
Not for long.
But he is also going to throw a javelin at you, Todrin. And that one's going to hit.
Oof. I've been stabbed.
There's another orc that comes charging out, and let's see.
Fuck.
This one. Well, the other one may have gotten the warning. This one did not. He charges around, and he's not going to get very far, is he? Let's see. All right. So yeah, he's not going to get very far, but he does get that far, and one more. So go ahead and roll that one more time. And he's just shouting, and you see the other two kind of look at each other, and you can just almost sense it's like told you so that goes between them as the other one's getting just, these spikes just driving into his ankles and shins.
I tried to tell him.
It ain't my fault this is happening.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Bartholomew, it's your turn.
right. So I'll step forward again. And... oh, you all know my favorite spell ever. The Boat Burner.
The boat burner. Beautiful.
And I just flourish my sword again, and that little bead of fire flies forward. Oh, stop succeeding, you assholes. Boom.
So yeah, you guys watch as another one of these giant fireballs erupts. They're all caught in that blast. The one that's closest to you, Bart and Todrin, is visibly burned and scarred and just looks like he's having the worst day of his life. The other two, like, it hurt, but other than a little bit of scorching and soot on their faces, they look like they could take another one of those and just walk it off.
That is not okay.
Mortimer, what do you want to do?
I am first gonna drop my concentration on spike growth.
Okay.
I'm afraid that once people are gonna be in the way. Then try to do number 2 down there, Orog. Has he got more javelins?
They both appear to have a satchel full of javelins, yes.
Okay, he is
Their sack full of Jev.
45.
And it's not coffee.
30.
Fuck, I want coffee. Because that was not coffee.
I'm gonna scramble down the little hill, hide behind the tree, and cast blindness on Orog 2.
All right.
Yes.
He fails. You see his eyes kind of just go white, and there's this sudden sense of panic that, like, what just happened?
Nice.
So then at the end of each of its turns, it can do a Constitution saving throw, which is cleverly added to the spell. Nice.
Nice.
And then just go back to hiding behind the thing.
Right. Todrin.
Right. Well, not really knowing whether it's gonna hurt or not, I'm gonna gingerly take one exaggeratedly large step forward, and when it doesn't cause me to bleed, I'm gonna look up at the orc in front of me and grin, and then charge around him. 10, 15, 20, and then with a running leap, dive into Orog 2.
Yeah, this one you can visibly see as you're approaching him. He doesn't see you coming, and when you get closer, you can see the whites of his eyes are just like clouded over and milky looking, like he can't see a thing.
Y'all are about to have a religious experience. And I'm gonna try... That's an interesting one, but I'm gonna wait on that. Ensnaring strike, interesting. I'm gonna hit 12. I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike with my bonus action. And so I need to roll an attack on the dude. That hits.
Yes, it does.
So for Ensnaring Strike, he rolls a save. Fail! So he is restrained. This little red shock of lightning passes from my heartstone on my forehead into his body, and he just goes completely rigid. You see red vines wrap around his feet at the ground. While restrained by this spell, it takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay. It should do that automatically. If it doesn't, let me know.
Okay.
Sorry, Kai?
Did you attack the right guy?
Yeah, I hit 12 diagonally. I wanted to be in front of 2 and hit 12 to hold him in place.
Oh, there's another. Okay, I couldn't see it under that 20. Okay.
He can use his action to make a strength check against my DC.
All right.
Alright, and so that gives me extra damage. Or no, that I have a button that will do that damage. Or no, do I need to put that on him? Ah, there we go. Okay. So he's rooted in place, and he takes this damage right here. That rolls oddly. Okay, and then I'll turn to the other one, Orog 2, and I will hit him.
Yeah, and you get advantage from the blindness.
Fight it.
Oh, nice. I still miss.
And despite that, though, he's moving in such an erratic way, and you were already kind of taking a step forward on the other guy.
Alrighty. And that is my turn.
Sorry. Yeah, that's it. I was just I got distracted. I had someone walk in. As I was saying, he kind of took his weird step in the other direction as you were hitting the other guy, and kind of just like unintentionally stepped out of your attack.
Right. Alrighty.
All right. Mistiana, anything?
She's gonna follow Mart.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And Seraphima.
Okay. I have a quick question.
Sure.
Spirit totem. Exactly how do these work? Like, I'm kind of confused as to how each of these work. Like, I know Unicorn and Spirit, you can actually, like, heal people within the aura, but would Bear Spirit lend itself to attacks? Like, would my allies get advantage on attacks?
Give me
as
1
well?
second.
One.
Not attacks, but it would give them advantage on strength checks and strength saving rolls. So, if say Todrin were trying to hold one of these orcs down for some reason, he would have advantage on that. Or if he was trying to disarm one of them or something like that.
Okay.
But not attack rolls, no.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna use Spirit Totem and use Unicorn Spirit. I just need to know how far away I can cast it from myself. I think it's...
It says you can magically
Oh.
summon an
60
incorporeal
feet.
spirit to within 60 feet, yeah.
60 feet. Alright. I need to see how far away... Alright, I am here. It's not showing me how far away I am from Bart here.
From there, you'd be about,
Okay.
either 10 or 15 feet, depending on which square you're in.
Okay,
Which- I wish it would lock it so that it wouldn't do half squares, but for some reason it won't.
yeah,
So
it's weird.
we'll call it
Okay.
right there, unless you prefer one of the others.
No, it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to put my unicorn between Bart and this orc. And it says it's a 30-foot radius. So
I've put the token down. Do you have a preference on where it would be?
like right.
Oh, you can move it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can move it. So basically there. Do we have a way to show a 30-foot radius so I know for my own wow. Okay.
Huge.
Huge. Wait, is that 30-foot radius from me or a 30-foot radius from the
Oh, is it from him? From the spirit?
unicorn? I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. My mistake. There you go.
Let me recheck that. Yeah, the creature creates an aura in a 30-foot radius around that point.
Oh,
It
okay,
counts
cool.
as neither a creature nor an object, though it has a spectral appearance of the creature it represents.
I have never seen this particular ability used, so this is all new to me, and that's really cool.
And I can
Right.
move it 60 feet from a point I see, and it persists for 1 minute. All right.
Nay.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'd make a unicorn appear.
You shall nay pass.
Yeah, so you all see this kind of incorporeal, like you can kind of see through this unicorn that appears right here between Bart and this orc.
And I believe it also, like, I can use it to heal you guys. Yeah. Yeah, it says this lends its protection to them. You and your allies gain advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures in the sphere's aura. In addition, you cast the spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature inside, or each creature of your choice in the aura also regains its hit points equal to your druid level.
So up to 7 hit points.
Sweet.
Awesome. I will end my turn there.
So if she casts a spell, that's 7 hit points to anyone within that area. Is that right? Am I reading that right?
I think so. I hope
Yeah.
I'm reading it right.
That's a complicated one, but yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. So that brings us to the Orog, who takes 6 points of damage from the whatever the effect is that's on him.
Just the red vines wrapped around his legs and attaching him to the ground, just squeezing.
And what's he need to beat for?
My
What's the DC he needs to beat?
Of 15 strength.
All right. Let's see.
That's his action.
Is it a save or a check?
Save. Here, I can do it too.
He rolled a natural 15 for a 19 total.
Damn. All right.
So he is no longer
free.
restrained. Does that take the other thing off of him too, or just the one?
Yeah.
Just the restrained.
It
Both
takes
of them?
Both, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you see him just break free of that, and there's the red vines just kind of shatter and just almost dissipate the way the snow is. But he's just gonna stand right there. That's all he can do. That's the end of his turn, right? So he can't move or anything.
His action.
Oh, okay.
So he can totes move.
He would move, but he's right where he kind of wants to be here with you. So I'll say he moves up forward to kind of encircle you.
Works for me.
And the other one, this is the one where he makes the check at the end of his turn. So he is going to take his swings at you, just blindly swinging this axe.
Hey, whoa! All right now.
All right, he's the first one. Just just going everywhere and hitting it, just nothing but air. And the same thing. The second one, he's just swinging at nothing. It's just it's not even hard to avoid his swings at this point. Just he can't see a thing.
At least make me try.
And what's it? Is it a Constitution save at the end of his turn? Oh, you got it. Okay, there you go.
Oh.
Darn.
But just as that happens, his eyes, the milky cloudiness just disappears from his eyes, and you see him just kind of grunt and look at you like, "Oh, you're dead."
Kind of cool that I can remove that effect.
Nice, yeah. This other orc, Bart, he looks terribly wounded, but not wounded enough to deter him from charging through this unicorn. Actually, let's see. Yeah, he runs at the unicorn and tries to swing at it, and when he goes through it, he's coming at you.
How about you?
So his intentional target was the unicorn, which he just ran right through, but he continues to swing in at you, and I'm going to give him disadvantage for it. So he swings and misses. Just it comes cleaving down, and it's because the target was the unicorn and not you. It's kind of easy for you to kind of parry with Weaver and make him miss to deflect the attack.
Painfully embarrassing. Too bad I'm not a bard. Multi-class?
All right, and it is your turn.
One level of bard, just so I can mock people better.
Exactly.
Mark people better. Okay.
14, 8, 3, 3. God damn it. Damn it. All right. Boo. All right. I'm going to continue with my signature move.
Another one, huh?
Why not?
Why not?
In the distance, as the refugees are moving, they just hear boom. They kind of look over,
Boom!
and then there's another
Boom!
explosion.
Boom!
And then a couple of seconds later, there's another one, and none of you see this, but it's just Inna and Inna and Savra and Mariana all just kind of exchange this look like, what is going on over there?
It's more like everyone else is like, what's going on? And the Bellabrantas are like, don't worry about it. Just keep walking. We know what's going on over there.
It's like, do they need help? No, they're fine.
No.
I'm gonna cast this one at level 4. Yes!
Beautiful. 3 fails. Dead.
Boom!
Dead.
Yeah, Todrin, you
And
can feel the heat
Add
wash
6 to
over
that
you.
to the other 2. I did that at level 4.
Another 6.
Yeah, to the other 2, please.
It's gonna kill one of them.
Yeah!
Nice.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
All right, Todrin, you see this other one just. I'm gonna roll him as a dex save to see if he manages to stay on his feet. He does not. The other one just collapses. The force of the explosion just knocks him to his feet, and he's just looking up at you like, "What just happened?"
And it's crazy for you, because as the fire explodes next to you, you feel this gust of wind, but the fire passes around you harmlessly.
Sick.
The confusion in this guy's eyes is real.
So it killed one of the Orogs?
Yeah, it did.
Holy shit.
He failed to save, and it was a higher.
I did
level.
37 points of damage with that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was the one that you had hit pretty hard already.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. That
3
makes sense.
4s and 2 6s.
All right.
He died.
Beat your children.
And Mortimer, to you. You watch this explosion go off, and you see one of the Orogs, the one that you had blinded earlier, just goes prone in front of Todrin, just falls flat on his back. It does look like a Rapidash, doesn't it?
Well, I
It's
mean,
like
with
Sephiroth
fireball,
and-
with a fire all around it.
That too.
Like Todrin looks like Sephiroth in fucking Final Fantasy VII.
I'm gonna start rushing forward with my stick to cast the final blow. And about halfway, I'm gonna realize that I just can't make it.
That's a longer run than I thought it would be.
So then
on.
I'm gonna take a quick peek to make sure no one's looking, and then I'm gonna guiding bolt the guy.
Okay.
What the fuck? So
Ah,
this is
still missed.
totally unrelated, but I just got an email that's like 6 deadly sex habits killing seniors.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. There's
That's a valid ad for you. No.
Is your sex life killing you? Oh my god.
Help! I've fallen and can't get up.
Anymore.
wow.
Oh fuck.
So I'm gonna fail and then continue rushing forward and act like I did something.
Act natural.
Act
All right, Todd.
natural. All right, yeah, I will whip, kind of flourish Azure Edge a little bit, look down at the one that's dead and look up at him. How you feeling about now?
Are you waiting for a response, or are you about to attack him?
Well, for like a second, just to see what he says or does.
Yeah, he just kind of throws his head forward and just mouth wide open, just roar!
Perfect. I'm gonna try to plant the blade right in his forehead. Ugh!
Oof.
Yeah, he deflects your attack with his own axe, and he's getting ready to come back at you when you take your second swing.
All right, I'll come upwards between his legs this time.
Make him a eunuch.
Better.
Oh yeah.
Make him a eunuch.
And I'm gonna smite those evil orc gonads
Divine smite.
with second level smite. And just absolutely blow them away with, hopefully,
Yeah, you don't even
seven,
need to. But
7 more.
All the ones.
yeah, you're more than enough to kill him. More than enough.
Just split him up the middle through his legs.
Just
Stop like in his pelvis.
All right, and he
Boot him
lies
off.
dead at your feet. You just kind of kick the body away.
Right.
All right.
I want to look for 2 things right off the bat. Look for emblems to see if we can tell which tribe these are from, and I want to see if we can make sure we got all the orcs based on what gear is in the camp.
All right. Anyone who would like to, you can roll an investigation check in the camp. If there's anything else that you guys want to check out here in the
You can
area,
take my unicorn and that circle off if you want.
sure, I can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help Todd investigate.
Same.
Right.
I feel kind of bad about the puppy still.
So,
Investigate.
there it is. All right. Nice job.
I love how that did that. It was almost to a 9 and then it just flopped over.
So you don't find much in the way of like treasure or goodies or anything like that. You find a few shoddy craftsmanship, like orcish made javelins and things like that, and some of their weapons. Some of them look a little newer than others. Especially the ones that Orogs had look more like they're good weapons rather than the stuff that's probably been hanging around in the back of a closet for who knows how long that the others were carrying. You do find another dead orc in what remains of a tent that got blown up in that first fireball. That one there was never got to see the battle. He was dead before anything happened. As far as any kind of identifying markers, what you do find is these guys belong to the Black Skull tribe. You find a banner that has their markings on it.
Okay.
Whoops. Hold on one second.
I think for my own curiosity, I'm gonna see if the puppy's even remotely alive.
Here you go.
Opening the palm.
So you're looking at that first upper left thing.
Oh, okay.
Find something that looks like that.
All right, looks like these were Lugnak's folk.
Aside from that, the only other things you find is one of the Orogs has a necklace made of elf ears.
Oh no.
One of them has it's tied to the bottom of his axe is what looks like a dwarf's beard
Oh,
that was like forcibly shaven.
How fresh do those elven ears look?
mm.
Most of them look kind of dried out and almost mummified. There is one pair that looks pretty fresh, like not today fresh, but say within the last week.
Oh dear.
That's not cool.
Nope.
Other than that, the only other thing that you find that's of interest is they have some pelts with them that were taken from what appears to be bears they may have hunted in the past, but there's nothing particularly valuable.
Mm. The elf ears worries me because it might be. Oh, God, I can't remember his name. The elf that sent me in the enclave with me in Mordor.
Ephiro?
Yeah. That's why I'm worried that. Because he was there during the attack. I'm worried that he might have been captured. Possibly tortured. That's on my mind anyway.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So before you guys catch up with the rest of the groups, is there anything anybody else wants to do before we move forward?
I'm good.
All right. Tell you what, I need to use the little boy's room, so let's take, say, a 5-minute break.
Yay, that means I can make a potato.
All right, we can take, if you need longer than that, we can take,
No,
10 or
no,
15 minutes, but
But potatoes are in the microwave.
sure thing. All right.
I'll be back.
So 5 minutes.
Okay. Potato away! Yeah.
What the fuck changed on my... That startled me. Good timing.
That's great.
Completely lost my... Oh, what changed on my Steam where all of a sudden all these porn games are showing up?
Maybe they changed the way they handle those algorithms, because they used to be fucking impossible to find them, and now maybe they're more prominent.
Like, remember...
On that one that I shared, and now you're labeled.
Were you the one that shared the Fuda?
Yeah, Dick and Dine or whatever.
There you go, Dick and Dine. Yeah, I didn't click on that, but it was funny because the next day my Steam is like, you want to see this? And I'm like, I do want to see that, but I never put that there. Why is this happening?
I do want to see that, but how did you know?
It was on a completely unrelated program.
That's great.
Town of the Dead Life. I wonder if there's supposed to be apostrophe there or something. A comma. Hentai girl. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Like, seriously. It's like half of the games on here. Hentai.
Huh.
It's on sale. Do you want to buy this for 16 cents? No. Why would I pay for this stuff? Uh-oh. Lucy got problems, guys. The names for these games. Harem Hunter, Sex Ray Vision.
Nice.
Yes. Mr. President. Why is this game tagged with memes? Nice. President Rump.
Wow.
Okay, I am back.
This game is ridiculous.
So,
Oh man, there's just money falling from the sky into statues' mouths of Rump. Wow. Fucking stupid. I'm really liking this song. But I need more water. Burb.
I literally picked it at random.
Well, good picking.
Thank you.
Oh, I guess I don't need to burb. I've got a headset that's wireless now.
So,
Fancy.
Oh, it's amazing.
when everyone's ready, let me know. I've got food, but I'm ready when you guys are.
Alrighty.
What did y'all think of that one?
Rare.
That was fun.
Short,
Fireballs.
quick, random encounter. We haven't had combat in a little while, but
Fireball.
shake the rust off a little bit.
Right, right.
Shake it indeed.
It's such a small thing, but I love the effects, like the snow effects.
Yeah.
Almost
Cool.
almost even more than the walls. I really like that I can do rain and snow and things like that now.
For sure.
That
man.
that little detail adds so much, in my opinion.
Right.
I feel like I should be wearing a suit or something. Have a martini in my hand.
Right. This music makes me feel underdressed.
I prefer music that makes me feel overdressed. Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Did I come back to something I shouldn't have?
No, Kylie. Your timing is perfect as always, milady.
Oh man.
Oh God, the jazz. Why the jazz? I feel like I'm in a 1940s film noir. So you can. You're an idiot. Oh
I
wait,
needed
it's bothering me.
I needed quick waiting music. It was the first thing I found.
Elevator music.
I like elevator music. Gotta
Okay,
spend more
yeah.
time in elevators.
Well, I mean, you have a perfectly good book that will take you straight to that purpose.
That's a long elevator ride down.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
is a
say,
long ride down.
a long ride down.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Oh boy.
Baked potatoes and Earl Grey tea.
That's a strange combo.
I mean, I like weird things, so it fits me. Why does this sound like a video game lobby? They need to have this kind of music in Call of Duty lobbies. So the people wouldn't rage so hard.
Nice.
Like, yes, I know you want to get into zombies. Shut the fuck up and wait until it loads. Oh, now I want to play zombies now.
Are we still waiting on anybody, or anybody need a minute?
Nope, I'm good. I'm ready.
I think Kai. I haven't heard him anyway.
Kai?
Uh-oh.
We'll give him a couple of more minutes.
4 hours later.
Nope, not you. Sorry.
What?
Oh, just the memes.
I'm still giggling over the email you got. Is your sex life killing you?
It's killing me.
Oh. Freaking email opens up so many avenues I don't want to talk about. Ah, yes, Skyrim is. Oh, I legit sleep with this music on.
Yeah, Skyrim's got good shit.
Oh god,
They
their
do.
endgame music is so good. That and you know who else has what else has great ambient music? Red Dead 2.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Just random guitar every once in a while. It's so good.
Todrin, you took more damage from the spikes, I think, than anything else.
Yeah, that was some potent shit. I was like, ha, resisted. It's magic. Oh! Well, that's
That did not occur to me at first
That
either.
hurts.
that shit hurts.
That shit does hurt.
Why are
Okay.
you? Oh my god, cat! I don't have anything for you. Don't lick me like I'm gonna give you shit. You don't want potatoes. You don't like potatoes. Oh my god. Yes, Luke. Rat. Big white Luke. Rat. You're rat. My big fluffy rat. Come on. Get out of my face. can't wait this week. I get to sit down and play Monster Hunter again.
Good game.
Oh, it's amazing. I can't wait till Rise comes out, though.
All of
Yeah.
us are dying for it.
Yep.
You know what else is coming out this year? A new
A
Pokemon
game.
Snap. New Pokemon Snap.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait. God damn it, Rex.
Oh, snap. Yep. Wait. I've been had.
Exactly.
See what I did there?
Yes. Hee hee ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
But yes, they're remaking Pokemon Snap with the new Pokemon that are on. I'll just be excited if I get to throw pester balls at a Charmander again. That was fun as shit.
Caster balls?
Pester balls, they were full of like this weird powder shit that would piss off Pokemon. It was great.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Oh no, it wasn't. I was a little shit growing up though.
Alright, I'm gonna give Colonia, say, 3 minutes, and then if he's not here, he can pick up in progress, so...
All
I
right.
hope he didn't fall in.
So I'm looking at the Hero Forge stuff. The color menu is insane.
It is. Yeah.
Hero
Holy
Forge, what's
hell.
that?
All the different textures and everything. Paint, leather, cloth, plastic, metal, bone,
And they named them, which is helpful to me.
skin. Yeah, and they named them. Yes, indeed.
I love how
Yes,
happy you
indeed.
sounded.
I'm becoming attuned to that for Alex.
What are we talking about? Hero Forge? What's that?
It is a website that you can make and customize your own minis, and then they 3D print them for you and ship them to you. And they
Oh, that's cool.
recently added a crazy coloring thing, so you can actually color them in the designer, and then they'll paint it for you.
Oh no, not just that. You can get them to paint them. They have a 3D printer that will print them in color.
Right.
That is fucking awesome.
Or you
Yes.
can pay extra and have a professional painter who will paint them. And the difference is, obvious. It's the professional paint looks better, but just the printed paint looks really good too.
Wow. That
There's
sounds really
paints
cool.
for gems specifically. That's amazing.
I know one person that I know personally that would love something like that. Only because he is obsessed with the first D&D character he ever made, which was a Warforged Warlock.
Sounds like
That had a
somebody
name.
I know.
Viva knows him too. He used to be on the same campaign as we were. Can't even remember. Like, even he loves this D&D character so much that he named even his PlayStation profile after the damn guy. What?
Who's Hindrick? Do you know who Hindrick is?
Probably your first D&D
Yep.
character.
Yes, he was.
All right.
Awkward.
I guess Kalani is probably staring into the refrigerator, just trying to decide what to have. So we're gonna let him pick up in progress as we continue along our way.
Alrighty.
Uh,
Watch his little impish legs running behind us. Wait for me!
I imagine he'll probably catch up pretty quick here.
Yeah.
So, you guys finish what you're doing there at the camp. Like I said, you didn't find anything that was particularly valuable, but you did find a few things that indicated that they were from the Black Skull tribe, and a few grisly things, the elf ears, the dwarf beard, and things like that. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you rejoin the refugees?
Nope, I'm good to go.
No, I'd rather get out of here as quick as possible.
All right. So you guys begin moving. You rejoin the rest of the group, and you're welcome back with questions of what happened. And, it seemed like there was a lot going on over there, and people generally concerned, but you guys look you look okay. So
Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine.
So you guys continue moving along with the group. The snow is still coming down at this pretty steady rate. It hasn't gotten any worse or anything, but it's starting to collect a little bit in some areas. And you start to approach there's a fence line ahead. Todrin, you in particular, I think, wouldn't realize this is outskirts of Amphel now.
Cool.
You would actually know the direction you're coming from and all. This is the Janstill Ranch. And off in the distance you can see there's a burned out husk of a manor house that once belonged to House Janstill ahead of you.
Oh.
The ranch fence that surrounds the property is kind of covered with, it's started to pile up snow because just the ground's still warm, but here on top of the fence is kind of a colder area. So, but people start to climb over the fence, and there's a couple of people that go under, and people start to make their way through. So you cross this fence at the outer edge of the property, taking the most direct route to the center of Amphale through it. And the closer you get to the house, you start to notice there's a few fresh graves that have been built not far from the manor house.
Oh no.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Perception.
Alright.
No, not bad.
Can get it. There.
That's weird. Why did it do that for me?
Damn it.
Why did it? Oh, weird. Nothing.
I didn't touch anything.
I was trying to click on the little ready stickers to say that I was ready, and for some reason that does
That's
that.
odd.
Yeah, that's strange.
It's okay. Mortimer, are you with us?
I don't.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. Did you catch everything that happened?
Nope.
Okay. Does someone want to fill him in just real quick?
We're jumping the fence into a farm of nobles on the edge of Amphale, right?
Yeah, this is the remains of the ruins of House Janstill's ranch in Amphale. So as you guys move closer to the house, you see there are some fresh graves that have been dug that have been filled with the dirt on top. It's fresh. Bart,
Yes.
you're the first one to notice this.
Yeah.
Of all the things you do see, the thing that stands out to you most is what you don't see. There are no horses.
In the horse town.
Isn't? I turn to you, Todrin. Isn't Amphale known for horses?
Yeah, I'm guessing the orcs ran off or captured and ate.
Delicious
all the-
horses.
Yeah,
I see.
this is not gonna be fun.
As you move further along, you move through another ranch, and again, same thing. You see a few fresh graves, burned out house, and no horses. You eventually come to where you can see the army camp up ahead. Through the windswept snow, it's a sight's very different than what you recall when you left. There are tents everywhere. You see banners flying the emblem of the Lord's Alliance. You see refugees huddled together for warmth around campfires, and soldiers doing training drills despite the weather. It hasn't been quite cold enough for the horse pond to freeze over, but you suspect it probably will, maybe tonight or the next day. The staghorn flagon is still standing, though a significant portion of it has been burned and hastily braced and patched. It doesn't stop it from being filled beyond capacity, though, as it appears to be one of the few places of respite. In front of the staghorn flagon is a familiar statue of a rearing horse, known to the locals as the Great Shalarn, although the orcs seem to have broken the head off of it, which is nowhere to be seen.
Bastards.
Mother Gothal's Festhall and Shrundalar's secrets are both completely burned to the ground, along with many other buildings that were in the center of Amphale. So just to bring it up, this is what it used to look like at one point, but army camp is off in this area. The horse pond is obvious, the lake there, and most of the people seem to be gathered here at the Staghorn Flagon. That music is not exactly what I'm going for. Hang on one minute.
I was waiting for the epic, this is what it looks like now, dead people everywhere.
I wish I had I wish I had an image for that, but anyway,
Music. There we go. That works.
so as you all start to move through with this 100 or so refugees, people start to kind of look up, and you notice some of the guards from the soldiers of the Lord's Alliance start moving your direction. There's almost a wave of relief that kind of washes over the group that you're with as they, finally back to a relative safety. Safe with the elves, and that was nice. But now we're back home. This is where we belong, right? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys want to do?
Look for someone in charge of the Lord's Alliance.
As these guards come up and they look to across this group and start waving everyone in, you're able to pull one of them aside, and he'll point you. It says, "Are you in charge of the group here?"
Yes, we are.
Well, welcome home. We've been expecting you.
Good. Glad to hear.
I'm sorry, you are?
Lord Amcathra. This here's
Oh!
Lord Margaster. We have returned.
Sorry, my lord. I didn't know. Your father is he's at your ranch on the other side of Amphale. And I'm sorry, did you say Margaster?
Right.
Aye, indeed.
He says the War Duke is in the command tent. If you want to speak to him, Lord Margaster.
Oh, right.
Oh, right, my uncle. This is awkward.
Why? That's
I
excellent.
haven't talked to Aleros much. He's not really from Waterdeep.
No time like the present.
I suppose. But keep in mind, we're not here to stay. We're moving on to Waterdeep as soon as possible.
Right. We give him a status report on the refugees. I see what good old father needs to talk about, and then we'll be on our way. Oh, I'll turn to see the Bella Brantas. Please don't go far, ladies. We will be needing your assistance if you're still willing to lend it.
What for?
For a quick ride to Waterdeep.
She kind of looks up at the skies and she says, if this gets any worse, that might not be an option. If we're going to do it, it needs to be fast.
Right. We'll try to be ready within the hour. How about we divide and conquer, Bart? You head to your uncle, I'll head to father, and y'all can go whichever way you want.
Sounds
Seraphima?
good to me.
Alright. Mortimer?
I'll just stay with my family for
Absolutely.
now.
What's that, Mort?
Yes, I'll go with Hadron.
Excellent. Glad to have your company. Alright, let's go see what good old Dad needs.
This way, my lord. One of the soldiers will escort you
Lords.
to the Amcathra Ranch. He looks down and he says, I'm sorry, my lord. And he kind of looks up to Todrin like, I didn't know.
I don't confirm or deny in any way. It's the best I can do for you, Morty.
Just give him a look like, just go with it, dude. Just go.
Hadron's mastered the rolling one eye.
Yeah, the one on the side of the face you can't see.
So, one of the soldiers escorts Todrin and Mortimer to the Amcathra Ranch on the other side of town. The other one escorts Bart you to the command tent at the army camp. Seraphima, were you going with one of them or sticking with
No,
family?
I'm gonna stay with my family for now. Make
Okay.
sure they're taken care of.
So, Bart, there's hang on one second. I'm going to bring this up for you. I'm going to share it with everybody.
Oh.
You're led through just
Oh.
rows and rows and rows of tents. It's quite a collection
I love the
of
snow. I love the snow effect.
quite a
Isn't that
collection
awesome?
of people, and
Yeah.
you pass by just ranks of soldiers that are marching through. You see that there are people all over that are either sharpening weapons or training drills or shining armor. Just anything that could be going on it's just bustling with activity. And in the center of the camp is a large command tent. And they don't even hesitate to bring you in. There's no question. It's like if you're Margasser, you need to come in here. They bring you inside, and you can inside you see Aleros, who is this mountain of a man. He's a big guy. He is where did my description of him go? Sorry.
He is a guy.
He's a tall, muscular man. He's got a short,
look like a
full
man.
beard, red hair, kind of a gruff voice, and he is currently going over a map of the area. That map that I gave you guys earlier, the war map. You can see
Please
that
don't be shitty. Please don't be shitty. Please don't
on
be
the
shitty.
on the table in front of him. And when you come in the door, open the flap and enter the tent, you can see there's a couple other officers in here with him. He raises his head up and he looks to you and he says, "Back so soon?"
Yes.
Wow.
We've been assisting one of the villages that's deeper into the territory controlled by the orcs currently.
It's good to see you alive. What happened? I mean, Vajra's
Well-
filled me in, but I want to hear it from you.
We made our way toward... Why did we even go into the woods? This
You
is
were
out
running
of
from the
character.
orcs.
Oh, that's right. We were captured. We managed to escape and the orcs harrowed us to a small town called Keldel, where we were assisted by the townsfolk until the orcs caught us there, at which point we evacuated the town and made our way to the village of the Wood Elves. Once we got there, they gave us some supplies and assisted us in moving back here towards Amphale.
He gives you a soft nod and he says, "How are you doing, personally? You've been through a lot."
I have been through a lot. Apparently, the orcs now call me Hellscorcher now.
Kind of hear this soft, it's almost more of a grunt than a laugh. And he just nods his head and he says, "It's a good one. I like that."
Yes, well, I'm the reason the orcs followed us so diligently to Keldel, so you'll have to excuse me for not having too much pride for bringing the fall of that town.
Well, it's not your fault that that town was wiped off the map.
I suppose it would have happened regardless.
But
Still.
you made him angry. That's a good thing in my book.
Agreed. How are things here in Amphale?
And I lets it aside and just says, "Honestly, it's not good. We've got reports of orc activity all over the place, from the Sword Mountains all the way from here to Phandalin.
Oh my.
They wiped up a gnomish settlement just a few days ago. They drove Harshnag out of his home. He's a frost giant that apparently works for Lady Vajra Safar. He's around here somewhere, I don't know. Golden Fields off to the east, they sent word that their guards have come under attack several times over the last few days. And there's something going on with the Stump Bog.
The Stump Bog?
It's a little south of Golden Fields. It's not even big enough to be on the map. Frankly, it's probably a good thing you guys didn't go to Red Larch. You understand that the Blood Axe tribe is making a lot of noise up in the Tissaran Valley and the Sumber Hills.
Really?
Yeah, there's some kind of shift in their leadership in the last year. It caused them to split. There's some new guy who's trying to prove something. He's calling them the Crimson Marauders. We don't know much about them yet. We also haven't heard a whole lot about the Dragon Maw tribe since they attacked Amphale, but that doesn't mean they're not still out there. Hopefully they'll stay on their side of the Tissaran River from here on out.
And what of the Zentarim?
What about them? They're down in Rassalanter.
Right, they're not assisting anybody?
You expect them to lift a finger unless they're being paid? No.
I suppose that's fair. Blasted Castellantis. Or... Zentarim.
Also, yes.
Also, yes. It's just, we're actually still not sure how the Dragon Maw tribe even crossed the river, but they did. Actually,
problematic.
Interesting note. Did you know they didn't take any prisoners? Dragon Maw?
Really?
We're still trying to figure that one out. They didn't take any prisoners, they didn't take any horses. They did take the lion's share of the gold and treasure looted from Amphale, though. We're not sure why.
Regardless, me and my group, the Uncommon, we are heading back towards Waterdeep as soon as possible.
Well, I could really use a few extra hands around here with your experience.
Believe me, I wish that I could, but Todrin's life hangs in the balance.
That sounds serious. What's wrong?
Well, apparently this Lugnak has managed to entwine himself with an axe that Todrin carries. Long story short, it's all being caused by a drow who is working with the Xanathar Guild.
You see him just kind of bring his hand up to his head and just start rubbing his temples like, orcs, drow, why, just please tell me the Xanathar Guild's not about to get involved in this too.
It's hard to say. I'm not really sure how they're going to take us hunting down someone that works for them.
Well, I'm sure you know what you're doing. Um, what can you tell me about this Lugnak anyway?
Apparently, he's trying to unite all of the hordes. We don't know what his goal is, right?
Not really.
We aren't really sure of his overarching goal, but for now, he's trying to bring as many orcs to his banner as possible.
Well, whether it's intentional or not, we're not sure, but they really did a number on our ability to field cavalry. It's always been one of the most effective tactics against orcs, and now Waterdeep's holding most of them in reserve right now.
Yes, what happened here with the horses?
The orcs came through, and it's like that was one of their primary targets. They were killing horses out in the fields, more of them out in the fields than there were in town.
That's unfortunate.
They took a bunch of them, probably for food, but they left a whole lot more that were just maimed and killed where they left them.
I see. This Lugnak is an intelligent being.
Really? What makes you say that?
Well, it seems like he's hitting everybody right where it hurts most.
He walks around the table and he opens up the flap and he says, and yet he attacks just as winter's coming. This is... You can see there's frustration in his tone, and he says, he seems like a bit of an idiot to start this in the middle of winter, or the beginning of winter.
Indeed, but there must be some sort of motive behind it. There's something we don't know here, and that concerns me.
Do you have time to check something out for me?
I'll do what
I
I
know you-
can, but like I said,
If you're going back to Waterdeep, and you have time for a quick detour, I understand if you don't, but if you can, we have a scouting party that should have reported back by now. They were checking out a rumor about some orc movement around a mining camp. It'd be off the main road, but if you could take a look.
how far off the road is it? Do you have a map?
Give me 1 second here. It's not just a few miles outside of Rassalanter, really.
I'll talk to Todrin and see what he thinks.
Well,
right now, we were planning to ask the Bellabrantes if they could fly us back to Waterdeep, but with the snow falling, I said it may not be possible.
well, what I've been told is this is about to get a lot worse, so...
I see. Well then, we will talk to the Bellabrantes, but if we can't get their assistance, is there any way we could get a cot?
I think we can arrange something. Sure.
Excellent. Well then, let me go talk to Todrin and see what he says.
There is one other thing.
Yes?
He kind of double checks to make sure that it's just the two of you that are in the room. He says, what have you heard from your father recently?
Nothing recently. Why?
To be honest, I don't understand why I was put in charge of this operation. I think your father may have had something to do with it. Pulled some strings.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not a
We're trying.
strategist. I'm not an expert on orcs. I don't understand this. I should not be the one leading this. There are better people that are more experienced in this kind of thing than I am. And I said that to them, and they still put me on charge of it.
Well, I'll talk to him and see what I can do about getting you more appropriate assistance out here.
Oh, I can handle it. It's just... it doesn't feel right. There are other people that deserve this more.
Deserve it, ended up with it, it is what it is.
That's true.
As I was about to say, Father and I have worked quite hard to re-establish the Margaster name these last several years.
A little bit of a clenched jaw, and he just says, yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like he lets it go.
Well, your assistance is appreciated, Aleros.
Well, good luck.
And I give him a uncomfortable salute and exit the tent.
He gives you one back.
All right.
And so you make your way back towards the Amcathra Ranch as well. Mortimer and Todrin, you guys find yourselves headed that way. Todrin, on the way to Amcathra Ranch. Sorry, I blanked out for a second there. On the way there, one of the first things you notice is, compared to a lot of the town, a lot of the other outlying ranches, the Amcathra Ranch is still standing.
Oh, good. Good.
You still see there are a few horses out in the field.
Oh, wow.
It's not like every horse was killed. It's just there's a lot less horses, and most of the horses that are in Amvale now are actually at the army camp.
Right.
But it's where usually the street would be crowded with them. There's just a handful of them right now.
Okay.
So, Tundra, did you know that the forest gnomes do not have a word in their language for co-conspirator? How interesting, huh?
Indeed. What makes you say that?
I'm just saying there's a lot of horses around.
Right.
I'm glad nothing bad happened here, is all.
Uh-huh. Me too. Right, well, perhaps we can procure some of these horses, and then we won't need to fly through the storm.
Oh, they're good fresh too. You don't have to cure them.
At least not professionally.
Wow. So when you arrive at the Amcathra
Nice
Ranch,
guy.
Oh my
you see
God.
there are a number of guards that are wearing the Amcathra heraldry that immediately recognize you. Mariana has come along with you also.
Perfect, perfect. Oh, also, as I'm on my way over there, I want to keep an eye out for Nat.
Roll a perception check.
Ethan, I'm also going to use minor illusion to change the colors of my robe to match the guards' colors.
Sure. Okay.
Perfect.
That's easy enough to do.
Nice.
Roll a perception check for Nat. All right.
Natception.
So
That's unnatural.
it takes you a minute as you're walking towards the manor house, and you do see there's a black horse out in the field with an adult figure on it, and you also see there's what are the Amphel Greys, which I have a picture of that I'm going to put into I'm just gonna put it into the general chat here because I don't want to load it into the thing. But you see one of these horses that has a younger figure on it. You can't make it out at this distance, but
Dapple gray.
that appears to be Esvalet's horse and probably Nat.
Oh, excellent.
And they're just out riding in the field right now.
I'll try to wave them down.
So
Howdy,
you guys
y'all.
are brought. They're pretty far out right now, but
Far
Howdy,
out,
y'all.
yeah, you see the horses start to turn around and head your direction now.
I toss Azure Edge up in the air so they can see the blue sparkle through the air, and then I'm just going to continue on my way. They can catch up.
Sure. The guards welcome you inside, of course, and they announce your presence. One of them kind of tilts his head back and says, Lord Todrin Amcathra and Lady Mariana Amcathra, out loud enough for it can be heard throughout the manor. And it's not long before your mother and father come out of the back. You see Brighton, Brighton Marthane, he's the sheriff, is following not far behind them.
Good old Brighton.
And they both, like, your father comes up, throws his arms around you, and Mariana is embraced by your mother, and then it's one big family group hug at that point, and you just hear from both of them, I thought we'd lost you, my gods, thanks to God you're alive.
Yeah, you folks as well. It is good to see you. We have been through it, let me tell you. Everyone, this is Mortimer. Bark Stripper, I believe you said his last name was. New member of the Uncommon and good friend of mine. I trust him with my life.
Ah, good. My low bow does not turn into a tumble.
Well, welcome, Master Boxtrooper. It's any friend of Todrin's is certainly welcome in our home. Thank you for helping keep them safe.
That is exactly what I did. Instrumental in his safety, I would say, and everyone would agree. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Please, come in.
Awesome.
And at this point, you can see Todrin, roll an insight check.
Insight.
Certainly does smell delicious. We're heading towards food, correct?
Man, I gotta agree with him. I hope you got something going.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Just food. I smell food, I hope.
And Rorgar he turns to one of the servants and says, please bring them something.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Oh, too soon. So.
Ah, I knew it was coming too. I knew it. There it is.
You can you can see your father. He's got these dark bags under his eyes, like he hasn't slept. He looks more stressed out than you've ever seen him before.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on the new position, Father. I know you've been working on that long and hard. Are you doing all right? I mean, besides the obvious.
It takes him a second to almost register what you're talking about. He goes, "Oh, jeez, gods, it's been an absolute nightmare, Todrin. They killed so many people."
Right.
They bring you into the dining room, and you can see there's. Usually, this place it's pretty nicely set up, and it's cleaned, and it's well maintained, but there's obviously a level of disarray in here just from the amount of stress. But they sit you down and just make sure everyone has something in front of them. Arena, your mother, pours a bottle of wine for everyone.
Nice.
Just they killed so many people, Todrin. So many people.
Yeah, there
I-
has been no shortage of massacre.
I've had the masked lords and the nobility of Waterdeep on my back, asking what in the hell's happened here. I've had the stable masters and farriers guild that is upset over the loss of so many horses. It's going to take years to recover from this. Ironically, our ranch suffered the least amount of damage, and so I've been suffering accusations that House Cathros that I put House Cathros' financial future ahead of the people of Amphale. So it's ludicrous. I had no way of knowing this was going to happen. We had the tourney on the Amcathra ranch. I didn't know this was going to happen.
I kind of look over at Mortimer and raise one eyebrow.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I turn back to Father. Yeah, that I did find that rather interesting. One way to help with that would be to donate as many of those horses as we can spare, if not all of them, to the defense efforts.
We've donated several of them already, but
Good, nice.
it's worth
Nice
considering.
move.
It's just been an absolute disaster, though.
I can imagine. For us too, we were captured and taken away, and long story short, we ended up evacuating a town just ahead of another horde, and spent some time with some elves in the woods, actually.
Really?
Yeah, we managed to get those refugees through to safety and brought them here. Maybe some of them would be willing to help out with whatever you need done around here. They
How
don't
did
have
the
a home.
elves take it?
Rather well, actually. Anything to hurt the orcs, I imagine.
Suppose there's that.
Right.
This whole thing has just been. I don't even know how to explain it. This has been the worst 10-day of my life.
I imagine that's true for most, Father.
That's true.
We're not alone in the struggle. That being said, I personally, and I pull out Azure Edge, am very grateful to this weapon and her abilities to keep me safe and those that I care about. But unfortunately, she was stolen by the leader of the orcs, Lugnak, for a short time, and in doing so entangled me further in a curse that already existed on the weapon. It turns out my life and young Nat's are in immediate danger from this curse.
How bad is it?
As bad as it can be.
I can speak to Shrundalar if you want. She's in town still.
Who's that?
The mage
Shrundalar's
provided an Amvale.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we already had the issue identified by an ancient and powerful elf. We have a target. We have to find the man and an item, possibly, and destroy both if we can. This trek is going to take us into the Undermountain, and the sooner the better. So, sorry to add to your troubles, but we're going to have to leave the refugees we brought with us here. They don't have a home to go back to right now, so...
I understand it. Most of them, or at least a portion of them, this is their home anyway. I understand.
True.
It's
true that.
We've already started building, at the very least, temporary structures here for people the winter. The biggest concern right now is food for everyone. We had to butcher a lot of named horses, though. That might be enough to get us through the winter, but Todrin, it's bad.
Right. I'd ask if there's anything I could do to help, but as I said, time is of the essence.
I understand. A curse is nothing to be Nothing to dawdle with.
And I looked to Mother, knowing she'd be worried sick already. It's all right.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get it taken care of. It's no problem. My team is very capable. We just have to be quick. So on that note, we're hoping to leave within the hour. If the weather
soon?
gets too bad for flying, yeah, as I said, who knows if this gets triggered early. I mean, it could get bad very quickly. So, if the storm gets too bad for us to fly, which it might, I was
You can
wondering.
looking out the window. The dining room looks out into the pasture behind the house, and you can already see the skies are darker and it's already coming down harder than it has been earlier.
Okay.
It's getting worse.
I was hoping to borrow a few of those horses we got out there.
I'll make sure you have priority.
I appreciate that. How many do you think you could spare?
How many are you?
We are 4 at the moment.
I'll make sure you get 4 horses.
Excellent. Much appreciated, Father. Well, is there anything else I should know? I know the folks were saying you were looking for me.
I'm just glad to see that you're safe. We all are.
Same.
And Ariana, I keep getting Ariana and Mariana mixed up, so I apologize for
I
that.
can't see why.
I know, right? But Arena is your mother. She's just like dotting her face with tissue just to wipe the tears away, and she says, "Todder, do you really have to go so soon? You just got here."
I know, Mother, I know, but yes, I really do.
She comes around the table and just throws her arms around. She says, "Be safe. I don't want to lose you."
I'll step back, give her a big old grin, a big sweeping bow, and when I come back up, I'm holding a rose out to her. You know nothing ever stopped me. My team and I will get this done. We'll come back and help you handle this mess.
Better.
I promise. Right. Well,
With that, I'd say, Bart, as you're coming up to the Amcathra Manor, you see Esvale Rajnar in these tight riding outfit, like leather riding outfit.
So tight.
Gets off of her.
that was in character,
gets
by
off
the
of-
way, Canon.
She gets off of her horse, and Nat right alongside her, and they come along to you and greet you at the door.
Ladies, it is
seeing
good
Nat.
to see you.
Seeing Nat, I'm just like, why, hello, Nat. How are you feeling?
And she just signs back to you. I'm fine. How are you? It's good to see you again.
I'll sign back at her. It's fantastic to see you. We were very worried about you.
And she's again back to you. We were worried about you too. What happened?
And I'll sign out the story,
Right.
just for brevity's sake.
We've already been through it like twice now, so it's
Right.
okay.
Lady Esvale, thank you for watching over my apprentice here.
Oh, I think we had fun.
I bet you did.
What's the story? Where are you going now?
We're off to Waterdeep, ASAP. Tell her the same story. And if we're out of earshot of my parents, I tell her, to be honest with you, Esvale, I could drop dead at any moment. We don't really know how bad it will get and how quickly. We have to go ASAP. So, if you wanted to come with us, you could, but I don't imagine we want to take the apprentices with us. I'm looking at Bart.
I'm still, like, examining Nat. I'm oblivious to you right now.
You're looking for signs of the magic, I assume. So,
Right.
so if you wouldn't mind, I know that the other two are a bit more of a chaotic handful than young Nat here is, but if we could count on you to assist. perhaps?
I have to get back to Waterdeep too.
You do. You have your own responsibilities, of course. Of course.
I'm sure your mother and father can take care of them, but I'm sorry, I can't.
Then perhaps you'd want
I've
to
already
accompany
been here.
us.
I could be persuaded, sure.
Excellent.
I need to get back to Waterdeep. Then you can come with us. You can persuade me.
I give her a
just-
wink.
When she says that, I just look over at her with like a deadpan and then get back to Nat. And I'm sure Nat is signing at me. What are you doing? And I'm just like poking and prodding.
I give Vesvale a wink. We can work something out, I'm sure. But for now, let me let my parents know they'll be babysitting.
So, Bart, go ahead and give me a. I guess this would be Arcana rather than Insight check.
20.
Nice. 20! I'll punch him. My siren's name is Brick, and she's the prettiest.
So, you're not really sure if there would be any outward signs of a curse like this or not. There wasn't anything that the lorekeeper Silverant said that there would be or anything like that. So it's hard to say, but she looks like she's in good health. She seems very happy to see you all alive and well, and especially when Jinx and Squidly kind of follow you guys up the road behind you. She turns and she sees them as you're kind of looking her over, and you just see that light in her eyes. And she's like, she doesn't say anything, like being deaf. She doesn't. There's no. But you can see the excitement. She just goes running after them.
I hear that,
Clearly said she did.
I just hear you up there.
I was muted the first time. And when nobody said anything, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking muted for sure.
The left field, I was like, dang hell.
Oh, I'm horrible.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Woo!
So yeah, she goes running down the path that leads up to the house and
Oh,
just throws her arms around them, and it's they're best friends. They haven't seen each other in 10 days, and it's like it was
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here crying.
can't believe you guys survived. How dare you go on an adventure without me, kind of thing. Is
Yeah, she missed out on a lot. I will take Nat aside real quick, take a knee in front of her, and sign and talk to her at the same time, and tell her the broad strokes of what happened and
sure.
where I've been, and I'll hold out Azure Edge and let Nat touch her, kind of converse with her a little bit so they can touch bases. And when they're done talking, I'll tell her about the curse and where I'm going to take care of it for the both of us.
Todrin, there's something. Roll a perception check when she touches she touches Azure Edge.
Is it anything visual? Because I am observing all of that very closely.
That's true, he would be.
Sure. Go ahead and roll 1, 2.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. I'll say you both notice when it's almost the second that her hand touches Azure Edge, there is a very subtle increase in the brightness of Azure Edge's glow. It's almost imperceptible, but it's there. you guys get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think.
It went quiet, and I was like, "Well, you
Well,
did."
I'm thinking hard on what I say to
Yeah.
who about that. I don't say anything to Nat. I don't say anything about the specialness of the bond between the two of them. I don't want her growing up thinking she's,
The reason.
everything and anything and everything, which is ironic for Todd to be thinking that. But, but I do let her know that the curse is affecting both of us, and that I'm going to make sure it doesn't hurt us. And I tell her to, just for safety's sake, try to stay away from any and all other magic items that you can. just cause.
She kind of looks to Esvale, and they both kind of share this glance.
What's that mean?
Roll an insight check.
Oh God.
What did you do?
Yeah, all you catch is just this quick glance between the two of them.
What was that? What's happening?
Esvale says, "Well, I kind of let her shoot the gun."
Oh, well, as long as she doesn't bond to it, attuned to anything, it shouldn't be a problem.
No, nothing like that.
But if that's, otherwise training with weapons is good. That's what you need to be doing.
Yeah, so firearms, just for the reference of those who may not know, firearms are not common. It is a very rare
That's why I'm like,
thing.
wait, what?
You guys, Bart and Todrin, would know. Part of the deal Esvale made with Jarlaxle
Oh, that's right. She
was
got one
that
of his guns.
one of their firearms, one of their pistols, and you can see it's strapped in a holster on her hip.
Well, that was mighty kind of you to teach my apprentice the ways of those strange weapons.
Those confangled doodads.
Right. So anyway, I'll head inside and let my parents know they're going to be watching over some kids. They don't have an option. They know Nat, probably. The other two are part of the
You
package.
have no choice but to watch my baby.
We love Nat. The other two have to stay. Yes, they're staying together, and then I'll come back out. All right, party, we need to get some horses and get the hell out of here.
All right. So I will to wrap up Amphel real quick, because there's one more thing I want to get to. You guys get the horses. You speak to the Bellabrantes, and they're, based on the roll I made a little while ago, they're like, it really wouldn't be a good idea for us to start flying right now. If this is about to get worse, this is not the time to this is not a good idea right now.
Understood, ladies.
It would be faster, but you'd probably end up grounded halfway between here and there, and who knows where.
Right.
But they're not willing to take that risk right now. They need to get back too, but not right now. So, I'll say one of the things you see, there's a group of troops that are leaving the camp and heading off, and you see Harshnag is traveling with them. He's like walking alongside on one side.
Harshnag!
Harshnag.
I call out to him.
He kind of waves at, like they're leaving, but he waves back at you and says, you speak Giant, don't you?
I do.
He knows you, and he knows you speak Giant, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he calls back in Giant. He says, it's good to see you alive, Todrin.
I'll say, you too, stay that way.
He just gives you this giant thumbs up from a distance as he's walking away.
I'll turn back to Anna, wrap a hand around the back of her head, and give her a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for everything again. You stay safe. I want to see you again soon.
Well, I've got to get back to the Griffin Cavalry, but you stay safe too. And as soon as this is all, as soon as this is all taken care of, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. We got to get there first, right?
Yeah, exactly. Stay safe down there.
Only if you do.
We'll be fine.
All right, it's a deal. All right, folks, let's grab some horses.
Yeah, you get the horses, and on the way out of Amphel, you see.
Can y'all ride, Seraphina, Mortimer?
I ride side saddle though.
Miss
Okay.
Desire wear a dress.
Mm-hmm. I just find it more comfy,
What's that, Morty?
and because I legit ride horses
I-
that way.
I can, yes.
It's okay, I ride bareback.
Awesome.
Well,
Jesus.
damn!
Oh,
Excuse the hell out of me.
Still talking about horses.
I hope so.
I've
So-
got no comment.
On the way, on the way through town, you see a couple of familiar faces. You see Trowlum and Varys speaking to Talf and Elon. And Talf is this kind
no. The drunks.
of yeah, Talf is kind of this tall, lanky guy, and Elon is more husky,
Musky?
heavy set guy.
Musky.
You see Talf and Elon are wearing uniforms of the Lord's Alliance army,
Oh, shit. They got
and
cleaned up.
Trowlum is signing a contract.
Oh, man.
Shit.
And Varys is standing right beside her, go, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "You don't have to come with me."
I'll ride up beside him. So,
She just kind of looks up and she says, "Hey."
making a big decision already, eh?
She goes, "Little adventure never hurt anybody." She kind of looks back to Varys and he goes, "Yes, it has."
I just raised my eyebrow at that.
Listen, it might be dangerous, but if you're capable of fighting, we need every help we can get in these times.
At that point, you see the half orc that Rolo, the big guy lumberjack, comes through. And he goes, "Where do I sign up?"
Nice.
You see Talf and Elon both kind of point, and it's like they're trying to point past each other, and it's like they're just like staring up at this guy, like that way, and it's just this awkward moment where it's like these two guys, it's like the last people you would expect to be joining the military.
No kidding. I'll give that guy a nod. Well, you two keep each other safe. Please.
Trowlum just kind of turns and gives him a wing and says, "We'll be fine. You're coming along, aren't you?" And he's like, I, and he kind of looks to you like, "Help me."
Can you fight, man?
I mean, he's got a bow slung over his shoulder. He's like, "I've never shot anything more than a deer."
Well, they put you
Oh,
through
dear.
training.
Same
Just-
premise, except one's
He
more
just-
deadlier than the other.
Yeah, he just looks at her and he just goes, "This is your fault. This is your fault."
Listen, I own a bar in Waterdeep. I'd be happy to employ you at if you didn't want to.
He looks to her and you can already tell. I'm not even gonna get roll an insight check. He's already been talked into it. It's just
I know I'm kind of
Yeah.
tempting him into
Yeah,
denying
it's
me,
like
so he'll go that way.
yeah, he can't. It's like if she's going, he's got to go.
Yeah, totally. That's what I thought. Better sign
you-
up quick. Anyway, we're off. You two stay safe.
And with that, you guys begin heading down the oh god, is it the long road or the high road? I always get these two mixed up.
Next time we go there, they're all dead.
The long road. You guys head down the long road.
Jeez. My
Uh,
family's there, you jerk.
So is mine. Does that make me more of a jerk? It definitely does.
So as quickly as you guys are moving along and all, you're able to get to Rassalanter by the end of the day. Because you guys, it wasn't very long from the edge of the Westwood to the Amphale, and from Amphale there's just almost the rest of a day. I may be fudging a little bit here, but it's far enough that you can push all the way to Rassalanter.
Sweet.
I need a D20 roll from Todrin. You haven't done one yet, have you?
I have not. 2.
Okay.
A win.
Oh no.
lose.
Okay. Everyone, roll me a perception check. It's
Oh boy!
kind of
Like I said.
at this point, it's kind of late in the day. You're nearing Rastalanter.
While I'm in the saddle, I'm using... Oh, no, I'm not. Misty Anna's in my pocket dimension since it's fucking cold out here now.
Seraphima, Mortimer, and Todrin. There's a
I'm
shadow
reading
that
the
passes over you.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
And as you all look up into the sky, the sky is overcast, but you catch just a slight glimpse of a gleaming bronze color in the sky. You can make out the outline of a dragon moving through the clouds.
Oh my.
It's bronze.
And
It's
you
safe.
just
really muttered-
Safe.
What's his name decided to help us?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering. Oh, it's the guy from the Dragon Horde, probably, right? He was
No, that was a
bronze?
gold dragon.
Was
The
it?
bronze one was the one underwater.
Oh, shit! Does it look kind of young?
I would say with your perception checks, it does look a little young.
Fuck yeah!
You're pretty sure that might be Zelifarn.
Zelifarn.
Dragon!
I don't know about this dragon at all. All I do is go.
That's right.
"Not
You
again."
just see a dragon. Oh shit!
So
And we're both
Not
like, hey!
Yeah.
why don't all four of you go ahead and give me a history check? I would say nature, but nature is more for animals. Dragon's more of a history thing, in my opinion. Maybe
23.
Arcana, but okay. Oh wow.
Damn.
We're all history
Yeah, you
buffs.
guys,
Holy
you guys
shit.
all have read a little bit about dragons, and you live in this world. Why
hasn't?
wouldn't you read about dragons?
Fucking A.
I wish I was a dragon.
That would be cool. So
You are! Dragon ass! Hurry up!
there's something that's well known about bronze dragons in particular, like Zelifarn. They're fascinated by warfare. They eagerly join armies to fight for a just cause.
Fuck yeah!
They actively oppose tyranny, and many bronze dragons, especially young ones, yearn to test their mettle by putting their size and strength to good use. And when a conflict unfolds near their lair, a bronze dragon will ascertain the underlying cause and offer its services to any side that fights for good.
That's
And once a
fucking
bronze
awesome.
dragon commits to a cause, it remains a staunch ally.
So he's on his way to the
And-
orcs.
You see him on his way to Amphale,
Okay, good.
and so just the sight of, and you're pretty damn sure that's Zelifarn. Just that sight flying overhead as you're coming into Rastalanter, as the sun's kind of going down now at this point. It's like, oh yeah, they're getting some help.
This is epic coping thing. For me, I'm just freaking out because it's a dragon and I have bad history with dragons.
Easy. We know that one. He's a good one.
There's another word good one.
Yes, we've known Zelifarn for almost a year now.
Name. Okay.
He lives in the bay at Waterdeep. He likes to live under the water there.
Interesting. As long as
So
he doesn't try to eat me or capture me.
I imagine he'll be plenty full of orcs for the time being.
God.
that was one of about 10 different things that you could have seen.
That was amazing. I love it.
That was great.
And once we coax Seraphima out of the bushes, we'll continue on
I'm
our
just-
way down the road.
I'm just gonna say the music for that was perfect too.
It really was.
I don't want to toot my own horn because that wasn't intentional.
That
But the
was a
music
great
was
thing.
perfect.
That's like the ending of like a series finale type of shit.
It was like moment of hope. We look up and see a random ray of sunshine sparkle on him as he flies overhead.
Exactly,
Hell yeah.
precisely. And I think we're gonna leave it there as you guys are riding into Rastalanter.
Sweet.
That was great to end on. Holy.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap! You know who we forgot to look? Forgot to look for. I keep freaking forgetting his name. The elf. The elf that's with us in the freaking Animal Enclave. I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
I don't know his name either.
Ephraim?
Yeah.
Ephraim Castellnera is the Green Knight. Is that who
Yeah.
you're looking for?
Yeah, because
Um,
father's with us.
I'll say just real quick, if you guys had wanted to, you could have you had stepped away from the group briefly. You went to see your family. I would say that you would have been there when Reardon, the warden from Llanora, he found Ephraim. He's alive and well. He's fine. And they had themselves a family reunion of sorts too, where basically the same thing. It's like, I'm glad you're safe. Make sure you stay that way. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
The
Trim,
darkness, light dawns for the
the
upright.
the halfling, she was there too. They're basically inseparable. They're together everywhere.
That makes me happy. Because I'm thinking this whole time because I'm like I really don't get a say in this. I'm just sitting here just listening to Barton
So,
talk, and I'm like, wait, I need to find the elf friend.
is there anything else anybody? As far as I'm concerned, we're done for the night. But is there anything anybody else wants to touch on or anything real quick? Any questions? Or-
I just love how you made a bleak situation into like a ray of hope.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I liked that. And I really liked meeting up with all the NPCs, not even just story-wise, but getting to play.
There are so many of them. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
I love it. It's like coming back to old friends, having not played for a while.
So good. I've been craving D&D for the last, 2 weeks.
I have to. It's such a small thing, and it's not part of your story necessarily, but I love the idea of Talf and Elon are these two just layabouts that nobody has any respect for in Amphail. It's like these guys have worked for every ranch in Amphail, but Amphail's their home, and so they have signed up.
And it's pretty much.
And here comes along Trowlum, who is just looking for an adventure, and she signs up.
Yeah,
Varys is this guy that she's just dragged along, who's like, what are we doing? Are you insane?
Yep, that's pretty great.
Uh,
Oh man.
I just can't get over the sound of freaking Blind Man.
It's pretty bad.
So I will say this: that one of the things I have been fighting with myself over this, just how many NPCs I've got, and I cannot tell you how glad I am to have them in a little corner where they can do something else for a while, and I don't have to worry about them because I had so many from Keldel and so many from Amphail. It's like Rhea is still, as far as you guys know, in Llanora. You guys left her there, and there's just so many NPCs, and I feel like on the one hand that's a good thing.
Wait, that was the crazy bitch that we left behind, right?
Yes.
Cringy bitch.
But Todden's like, bye, bitch.
Yep.
Exactly.
She's busy. Let's go now. Now.
There are so many NPCs though that I have made every effort I can to touch on each and every one of them where it's reasonable, and
Right.
to not leave anybody out, but to keep things moving forward. And I hope I'm doing that in not forgetting anybody or anything. So
No, it's great.
if you guys ever have a question about, well, what about so and so, please let me know, and I will do my best to update you on their situation.
Sweet.
It was fresh graves.
Sorry, what about the fresh graves?
That should be your answer.
Oh, I will say,
Wow.
I should have mentioned, and it skipped
Oh,
my mind at the
dead too.
time.
They're dead to me.
Rhea's uncle was one of the people who there was a grave for. You guys briefly met him a long time ago.
Oh shit.
No crap.
He was
Send her some flowers, Todd.
you guys remember the griffin thing that we never did really finish? The where there was a griffin that was taking horses away from Namphale?
Oh right, yeah.
He was the guy that you guys spoke to about that. He did not survive the orc attack.
That sucks. He seemed like a decent dude.
So the year is 1492 still, Dragon?
For
Jason?
Dragon?
for another 20 days, yes.
Cool. Because Descent into Avernus takes place 2 years later.
Interesting.
Cool.
Also, your music choices tonight, Casey, on point.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
If
Look,
/
what's
when
your
we
favorite
finish
day?
this goddamn campaign,
Oh man.
the Uncommon will have a surprise introduction into our real life game.
Really?
Why not? It's later.
That would be awesome.
I honestly don't have any idea how long this campaign might run. I really don't.
That's why I said if.
Yeah. And it's a little more difficult because it's our schedule is as chaotic as it is, so I couldn't say for sure when we might be done with it. I don't intend for it to run as long as Tyranny of Dragons did, Rise of Tiamat and Horde of the Dragon Queen, but it might. So
We're just one portal away from wherever we want to be.
this is going great so far. I'm excited.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Having a blast.
Oh yeah.
It actually did
It's
not occur to
Kai's
me.
wittiness that keeps it going,
It's
It
what?
actually did not occur to me until later.
and Kai's sarcasm.
Oh. We all have something to add here. It makes a good time.
Like he was focused on food. Is there food? I want food. We're hungry.
It did not occur to me until a little ways in that I realized I've basically given you guys 2 main quests. You've got the Azure Edge thing, and you've also got the Orc thing.
Yep.
So, and
Not
just
that
for
there's
the
really any option unless I'm
Yeah,
willing to
for
play
the-
Martyr with my apprentice.
Todrin, or Hindrick rather, speaking of the player, not the character, you're caught up on Critical Role, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm intending to run the war behind the scenes like this. This is not going to be a static situation. There are going to be events that happen
Uh-huh.
in that war that a lot of it's going to be up to a dice roll behind the scenes. So,
Oh,
you guys
man.
may come out to something crazy, or I don't know yet. But just, it's not going to just wait for you. Is what I'm saying. It is as much of a time sensitive issue as Azure Edge is.
Why'd you bring up
But-
Critical Role?
Just because of the war between the dynasty and
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
the empire.
Yeah.
The way Matt Mercer occasionally would update them on the status of the war, and this stronghold had been taken, or the lines had been
Oh,
falling
that's
back
cool.
and forth, that kind of thing.
Right.
I've never actually sat down and watched.
It's amazing.
Sounds it.
And as far as what Lugnak's ultimate goal may be, at this point, you guys have no idea.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the update on the orc situation?
It was cool.
Update.
I'm gonna share.
It's great. It's a great inclusive thing.
I'm gonna update you guys real quick before we now that these are all, I'm going to put this into the here we go.
God, I'm loving this music. Shit.
Those are the banners for all 6 of the orc tribes.
Wow.
Right.
I don't think I actually mentioned the Night Lord's Reavers tonight, but I should have. They are basically, the Black Skull is Lugnak's tribe. They're the ones that are in charge of the whole thing. They're bringing everyone else together. Shatterteeth is led by Grubleek. He's the one that Bart scorched. Dragon Maw are the ones that they were talking about that didn't take any horses, didn't take any prisoners. They took treasure. They went east into the hills. The Blood Axe tribe is further north. That's the one where they've heard the name Doracor Bonebreaker mentioned, but they don't know any details to it.
Sorry, say that one more time. Which one was that? Oh, Blood Axe. Yeah, I've got that.
Blood Axe is the one where they've heard Bonebreaker mentioned.
Interesting.
The Crimson Marauders are as you might guess from the name, an offshoot of the Blood Axe tribe. Like the Blood Axe tribe kind of had a split, and the sub faction is the Crimson Marauders, and then the Night Lord's Reavers is the way it would have been described to you guys is it seems to be some kind of cult, an orcish cult.
Makes me think of the Dark Elves from Warhammer.
But yeah, I just wanted to put all those up there so you guys could see the names and banners of the tribes.
Bless me.
Let's see here.
Was there anything on the technical side of things that I need to take a look at or fix?
That's the Dark Elf.
I think we
faction
got-
from Warhammer.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that is
cool.
close.
I think we got Seraphima's magic stick figured out, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything else? I know Todrin's thing is kind of a manual thing that we'll have to watch and keep track of.
Yeah, that's on me.
Well-
While we're riding into Waterdeep, can I start working on transcribing spells?
I mean, you guys will have like rests and things like that. That yeah, you would have
You want
time
me
each
to be
night to do that.
exhausted?
Huh?
Well, that's
No. I
fourth-level
mean,
spells take 4 hours of transcribing.
how many are you trying to do?
Like 3. I need
I would say-
polymorph, banishment, and
Here's the thing: you travel for 8 hours a day. Like pushing any more than that is exhausting. So you've got another 16 hours each day. I'd say by the time you get to Waterdeep, you could have probably all of them done.
all right. We'll talk
But-
about it more the next time we play.
Yeah, for now, I would say between Amphale or between the Westwood and Amphale and Rasselander, I'd say you could get one done.
Polymorph for sure.
Okay.
And then my next question: what does polymorph cover?
Cover?
Yeah, like what can I polymorph into? 'Cause it just says beast.
Chickens.
I would say anything that qualifies as a beast. So chickens would be one, fish or bears or tigers or any kind of beast creature. It does not technically include things like a griffin. Those are considered monstrosities.
That's why I'm asking, because I was like, I could totally turn into a griffin, and then
You could do a giant eagle or an owl or something like that, but griffin is outside the parameters of the spell, unfortunately.
gotcha.
I will say I do make an exception for speak with animals, just because I think it's close enough for that. So I may be being a hypocrite for allowing that for one, not the other, but
Challenge rating up to a quarter. Well, that's useless.
what's that?
I'm looking for things I can change into.
Quite a big list.
Things to polymorph into. A rat. A giant badger. A giant octopus.
Oh man, I remember Oscar.
Going.
I remember Oscar summoning a couple of giant octopus, and that was a disaster for the bad guys. That was a wreck.
Badass.
A flying snake.
Yeah, the Zentara
No.
use those all the time.
No,
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
no, again, no.
And
Big
typically,
yes.
it's
Big
things
yes.
that you've seen before, and I would say you guys have actually seen an Allosaurus. So T-Rex isn't that far off. I'd allow it.
A
Oh.
giant
Oh
ape.
my god.
Again, I think you guys saw one of those in Jarlaxle's circus. Didn't you? I'm pretty sure that was one of his creatures.
A Rajang?
A giant ape.
Yeah, it's in Monster Hunter. It's called a Rajang.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I'd set Drax off because it's
Holy
one of the
shit.
worst pains in the ass to fight in the whole game.
I just call like Goku or Buttfuck Monkey.
Yep,
Especially if it has no tail.
he's a bastard.
He's an asshole. He's
The
tiny,
top
but he's
10
a tiny
polymorph
asshole
one.
compared
I
to
don't
the
want to
other
watch a video. Shut up.
All right. Well, I am going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody being here and having fun. I hope you all had
And
fun.
everybody.
Yep,
know I
go
did.
back to bed.
So
I was
there
up till
is.
8:30 last night. It's horrible.
I made this during downtimes in the thing. It's in the general for the Discord. there.
Oh, whoa. That is cool.
That's
That's
Todrin
awesome.
in his played mail with Azridge and on his summoned horse.
I can't believe I didn't think of this.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Isn't that sweet?
Right. That's great.
Thank you, thank you.
Very
The
good.
shield is blank because I plan on painting the rows of Suni on there myself. Now to see
Oh,
how
okay.
many hundreds of dollars it costs, because that's a lot of really pretty paint.
I'd say it'd be worth it.
Fucking A. I've already got one of him from session 1, so I figured we've pretty much got to a point where it'd be cool to get an updated thing.
Oh yeah.
I look the same.
It'd be cool to make one for me.
Yeah, even if you don't buy it, it's cool to share to, show us what your mental image of your character is.
Yeah. Well, the icon for my character is one that I made,
True.
but still, a nice 3D image would be nice. That really sucks. I can't believe I don't have that spell.
Which one?
Prestidigitation.
Press the digit nation.
Like I was sitting there, I was looking at when we were fighting the orc, the other big giant uglies. I was thinking, I'm like, why don't I have that? I could scare the shit out of these orcs because they didn't see us yet. I'm like, oh man, I prestidigitation, I could make myself sound like a dragon, and they'd be like, oh well, shit. Make you shoot yourself today. I keep thinking back to the sound you made, Jesus Christ, that made my night. That made my night.
What's even better is that I did it once muted, so Drax is like, "What the fuck is going on up there?" You just hear me. Oh god.
I forget you two live together. Oh my god, that would have been hilarious. Just from the other room.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay in there, dude? Not at all. I did that when I was with a bunch of other dudes and playing. We were playing Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like we were all in a combat scene, and I was like, I'm just gonna be fucking random here. And they're like, so what do you do? And I'd like sit there and I look straight at this other character, and I go, ah!
Oh shit.
and I'm like, everybody in the room just looking at me like, you okay? Like, no, the voices in my head started singing. But yeah, I'm no stranger to weird noises or making them. But that just made my night because it was so out of left field and just amazing. And it's the fact that she's deaf, and I have a deaf friend who has actually made that noise.
Exactly. There were a bunch that I knew in my elementary school days when they get excited.
I feel kind of laughing, but I'm like, that is fucking hilarious.
Yep. Yep.
Like, I feel bad for laughing, but oh my god, am I laughing?
Yeah, definitely.
She's an interesting character. I like her.
Yeah, me too.
I just think it's pretty awesome and dynamic that you guys made her deaf.
I think she came that way in the original campaign.
So
thing.
part of Dragon Heist, Jinx, Squidly, and Nat they have one scene in Dragon Heist as written.
Okay.
And it's almost like 70% of groups end up adopting the group of them. It's a crazy number. It's like almost everyone ends up adopting the whole group of them.
Considering they only have one scene, that's impressive.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's no matter which story you play in Dragon Heist, it's a pretty compelling scene with them, and where they are it's a scene that shows them as being not brave young adventurers is basically what they come across as. They come across like, mini you guys in a way.
Totally.
It's like in that scene, they ended up killing a mimic for this group. And the whole time, Jinx, who can't cast a spell, even now, here we are months later, he has yet to cast his first spell. But he tried. He tried and he tried. He's standing back there with a toy wand going, just trying to cast a spell, and it's like yeah, exactly.
Wand's broken.
And Squidly he's missing an eye. He's wearing an eye patch in the art, and he's got a toy bow, and it's like they don't ever say it, but it's like, I guess no one ever told him you're gonna put your eye out with that thing. And he's just this rambunctious little, he's literally a tiefling. He's half devil. It's like of course he's the troublemaker.
Yep. Wait, isn't he the one that I lit his arrows on fire?
Yes. Yes, he is. I'll tell you what, I'll put the original art for the 3 of them in the chat here. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, I need to see what these little guys look like.
I have it here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Here it is.
Oh, and Todrin is still hinting on getting some ass. Out of it. We'll see what we can. Like, yeah.
We'll see what we can work out. I'm going there. Well, maybe you can come with us. Well, you'll have to convince me. Okay.
That shouldn't be too hard.
Happy to do it.
I am, though, but that shouldn't be too hard.
I'm not easy, but...
I'll be easy for you.
Right.
Oh, they are adorable. They're all cute and adorable. Like a little band of misfits that you just want to take care of.
Right.
Love it. Oh my god. One of these days, Seraphima will get booty.
You can't change the eye color in this?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
How?
Use paints. Go to color paints and then pick something, and you can zoom in on the eye and change specific parts of the eye. Oh wait.
Oh,
Alright.
there we go.
I'm gonna log out of here. Thank you all for coming. I enjoyed it. Had fun.
I'm gonna get out of here
You all had
too.
fun too. I'm glad again that we could. It did end. You know, it had all the sadness of how this terrible tragedy, and then it ends up on, oh, there's Zelopharn flying overhead. So
Right.
That was great.
that was a cool roll. All right, I'm out. Later.
All right, guys.
Alright,
Night,
I'll see y'all
guys.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we switching back to general chat or something?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I'm really liking this.
Isn't it crazy how good that looks? You can export portraits and everything. I'm gonna make this my portrait in Fantasy Grounds.
That's fucking cool, dude. I really like it.
Like what?
Bart?
Here, I sent you some of the cool shit you can make with the
Oh, dude!
backgrounds and stuff. Isn't that cool?
Son of a bitch!
Isn't that awesome?
This is really cool.
I know, it's so much fun.
Oh, you have to have a subscription to make the borders.
Oh yeah, I went ahead and bought it. It's just $6 for a month.
I like the portrait I have in there.
Me too.
My link is almost ready.
You're done already?
Yeah.
I guess robes are easy to color than plate mail.
I wear more of a suit, but yeah,
Yeah. Oh, dude,
it's
that's
all just
sick.
purple.
Hell yeah. I like it. Were you able to do interesting eyes for Misty?
No.
The blue's cool.
Yeah, that's what I went with.
Looks good, man. You gonna buy it?
How much is it?
Mine, because I'm on a horse, was $100.
Good God.
Yep.
What up?
Mine would only be
Hey,
30
Derek.
bucks.
Yeah,
Oh
if you
wait,
don't
with
go.
paint, it's 45 bucks.
Yeah, there